love the game.
All right. Tune in to the final episode of the season for the love of the game, episode 57. You're joined, as usual, by myself, Dre. Ronaldo, what's good? You
I'm
said,
here, my bro. Don't know for
that's
the
good.
love of the game.
That's that's good. That's good. Um, Premier League season's wrapped up for another year. Everything was pretty much decided before the final weekend. We were a little bit worried about, well, you were worried about United finishing top four. I wasn't worried. We sealed that against Chelsea. Comfortable victory. So the league was sorted. Champions League spots were sorted. A few minor issues with the who was going to be playing in Europe next season. But the main issue at the Premier League on the final day was Survival Sunday. We're going to get to that in a minute. Also, we're going to be talking about, we're going to grade the big six. Some have had good seasons, some have had very bad seasons. We're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about the overachievers and the biggest flops this season. We're going to, had do our team of the year as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, we're going to do FA Cup final preview, the Manchester Derby that's taking place this Sunday. But let's get into Survival Sunday. Um, we don't talk too much about the bottom half of the league, really, because that's not where the money's at. But boy, who would have thought final day of the season you'd be looking at three teams that you could say you wouldn't expect, maybe Leeds, but you wouldn't expect Everton or Leicester to be in the relegation battle. Heading into Survival Sunday, who did you think was going to stay up?
Oh, boy, I back Everton in it. I back
Mm,
Everton still because don't know they're at home. And Everton got a bit of what I'm saying, history. Never been relegated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. For me, it was Everton. Like Leicester
mm.
didn't stand a chance for me. That's mine personally. I didn't think they stand a chance. They've been poor all season, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have. And
Hey Jay, the game in the background. Yeah. Don't pack me.
before YouTube
You know
knock
the
us off,
ones
bro.
there, bro. Come on, man. Gotta keep this thing
Good
going.
looking out, bro.
Don't know.
um, boy, well, it panned out that Everton managed to stay up. 1-0 win against Bournemouth. Bournemouth played. I I got to respect the integrity of the Premier League because Bournemouth didn't just show up like they were on the beach. Bournemouth showed up like they actually tried to win the game.
Yeah.
So full respect to them. Full respect to West Ham against Leicester as well. They played
Mm.
like they wanted to win, and well, boy, Tottenham just did what they had to do. In it, Leeds
It's
just boy,
like you said, innit?
hey, hey.
It's Premier
But
League, man.
Everton, man, that was a great finish by Decore.
Ooh,
Um,
what goal, man.
Rifled it in. It was getting a bit peak because Leicester were winning for the majority of the day, and if Leicester won and Everton didn't win, Leicester would have stayed up. So that was a big goal by Decore. Um, two relegated teams. Leicester, like 7 years ago, Premier League champions. Wasn't it only 3 years ago they won the FA Cup?
Yeah. And the charity
Back to
shield.
Yep, back to back seasons fighting top four, and suddenly relegated. Where do you think the blame should lie? Is it the players, the manager, the owner? Like, who should share the majority of the blame?
Bro, to be honest, it's like you just have to put all of that, what you just said, the ingredients into a blender, man, and mix it up. That's the result there, man. Everyone's got a part to play, an input. But most, like the majority of the blame, the lion's share has to go to Brendan Rodgers. Has to go to him because that's his squad. He's been there for years. He knows the
Mm,
players. But at the same time, he would say he didn't get the support. There's players going through the door and there's not players coming in of the similar quality. The quality keeps dropping. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to replace
mm,
them, it keeps dropping and dropping. And yeah, onto the players. There's quality players there. There's Premier League winner. Jamie Vardy. You know what I'm saying? Like, still Premier League winner in the team. So Madison, reputation behind him, Tillemans. We can call all these players names because they won the FA Cup, like you said, Jay,
That's
you know what
true.
I'm saying? And the Charity Shield. So for me, it's just a mixture of everything we just said. Everyone's got a part to play, but majority, Brendan Rodgers, Jay. Brendan Rodgers, he let me down, bro. Like, when he left, yeah, the situation that he's was unfixable. Arguably,
Yeah,
people would say 8 games, etc., etc. But come on, man, this is the Premier League. It's ruthless, bro. Once you're in a downward spiral, it's hard to change
yeah.
it. You know them ones. It's, we
True.
know it. You get me?
I, I've got a. I think he does deserve. I would say, oh, it's a toss up. Him and the owners, because every year for like the last few years they've let go their best player, reimbursed the money, spent it wisely. You would say this season, I feel like beginning when they let go for Fana, they never reimbursed the money back in the team. And there's been we've known for a couple of years Tillemans wanted to leave. We've had a
Mm,
few man want to leave Leicester. Why are they still at the club? You know what I mean?
cash in,
You
man.
can't be relying on a man that want to leave to try and help you
Exactly.
stay up because they're gonna care about themselves. They don't care. Like these men are not gonna be taking 50% pay cut to play in the championship. They're gone in the summer.
Um,
Tillemans is a free agent, can go wherever he wants, isn't it? I feel like definitely with Brendan Rodgers, that there's a thing about is that the first season with clubs, he can't do it. He always seems to get sacked.
mm,
Um, was it Liverpool? Third season, sacked. A season after challenging for the league, gone. Um, Celtic, whatever in it. But Leicester, I'm wondering like what's going on? Like I think that's a huge dent on his reputation. That he's just as more as fault for the relegation as Dean Smith in my eyes. The
yeah,
players, mate, they've got enough players in that team that could go into some teams in the top six, bro. They've got to take huge accountability for relegating a team that shouldn't even be in the bottom half of the Premier League. Really, you've got goal scorers in your team. You've got goal scorers that would easily start for Chelsea.
yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Playmakers, Tillersman, Madison, play. I don't know what happened with Leicester, but like we said, man, the Premier League's ruthless. You cannot stand still. You've seen what teams that have been standing still happen to. Look at this time a year ago, we were talking about some teams winning 4 trophies. Now some teams are going to be hearing that same team is going to be hearing Europa League music next season. You know what I mean?
Trust me, bro.
You know what I mean? Standing still, you can't run in the Premier League, and
Trust
it's a shame. It's a shame. Um, on to Leeds though. Big Sam's magic's gone now, isn't it?
me.
That's
Yeah,
back-to-back relegations for Big Sam. West Brom in 2020, I think, and Leeds now. Boy, I think their luck ran out with these Championship players, and it's time's caught up to them, and it's time to go back home in it.
trust. Leeds is,
Yeah.
I don't know. What can you say about Leeds, though, Jay, man? They've been poor all season, bro. All season. Like, when have they, like, done something for you to say, right, Leeds
Well,
deserve
they
to be
beat
in
Liverpool.
the
Beat Liverpool away from home.
Actually, they did. They won at Anfield,
Yeah,
Somerville.
from one. Yeah, some of them. And then didn't they beat Chelsea earlier in the season when Tuchel was there?
Yeah, bro. For real, you
Yeah,
know. It's still. Whoa.
yeah. I
Whoa.
think the manager they got the whole manager situation wrong, and that's what cost them. To be honest, um, should have never been Jesse March, and then to bring in Rudy Garcia. Is his name Rudy Garcia? And they were
Yeah.
even worse. It's similar to Chelsea. You sack a manager. The
Mm,
manager shouldn't have been there in the first place. Bring him in, he's rubbish. The replacement's even more rubbish. And then Big Sam, the magic's gone, mate. That's back-to-back relegations, mate. He was the
look,
traditional firefighter, bruv.
It's too late to
Like,
bring big time. Man. Come on.
4 games ain't enough.
Yeah, it's not
But
like
that
back
it
in.
was, you know what it was? It was the Newcastle game where Bamford missed the penalty.
Mm,
That's what cost them.
yeah, that's what he said. That was a turning point. He said from
Yeah,
that game, they won that game. They would have had the
yeah,
momentum to, you know what I'm saying, push on the
yeah,
confidence. I agree. Football's
yeah.
just fine margins, isn't it? To find the moments.
But yeah, they deserve to go back to the championship, man. They've been rubbish this season. They
They
have.
should have never got rid of Bielsa, in my opinion, Jay. They should have kept him. At
Credit to
least
Marcelo Bielsa. He got the maximum out of some doddery of players, bro. These men
championship.
that are not even championship quality players, bro. Like Stuart Dallas, Jack Harrison,
Ooh.
um, Luke Ayling, Bamford.
Sturrock or whatever, I don't know his name, but
These Koch and them man there, like
yeah, bro.
Melier, like they're dead, man. Like, thanks for coming, Leeds, but it was a pleasure. Yeah, football heritage. You can go back to the championship. We got real football heritage coming back up. Quickly, good a shout out to the 3 teams that are getting promoted this season. To the Premier League for next season, should say. Not Bournemouth, Burnley. I'm looking forward to watching Burnley next season.
Yeah,
They play good football in the championship.
yeah.
Sheffield United as well. Them two ran away with the championship all season. They'll be
They're
back.
back. Been a while, Sheffield United,
Mm,
isn't it? Good to have them
yeah,
back.
and boy, real football heritage is coming back to the Premier League, bruv. Real football.
You know
This
the ones
is
older than me, bro.
hey, listen for the veteran football fans, yeah. This is proper football heritage. Luton were stalwarts of the old football league before the Prem started. You know, they got relegated the season before the Prem started, and ain't been back to the top flight.
Since
And why I rate this Luton story is, yeah, 9 years ago they were playing non-league football.
crazy. That is actually
Non-league football against Braintree and them teams there.
to
And
Premier
in
League
9 years,
in 10 years.
30-point deduction from the football league. 9 years ago, playing against Braintree and them dud teams there. And in 9 years, they've gone from non-league football to the Premier League.
Crazy.
Absolute salute to Luton Town, bro. That's
That's,
why we watch football. You know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? Like that is
Real
amazing.
talk. That is why we watch football.
Crazy.
And I think they got a player. I can't remember his name. I did have his name on my head, but I forgot. He's played with them for the whole 9 years.
Yeah.
He's gonna be playing Premier League football. He scored in every single season as well.
Watch
Gonna
if
be
he
playing
scores in
Premier
the
League.
Prem. Legend.
Yeah,
Get his name up quick.
100%.
Legend for that.
A lot has been made about their stadium.
What's
Their
speak
away
about?
end. You have to speak about it. Their away end. You literally have to go through. When some people say stadiums in residential areas like Anfield and stuff, and Goodison Park, you're right. But this is in a real residential. This is proper residential because you literally have to go through in between people's back gardens to get through to the away end.
Literally.
Literally, you walk under someone's house, walk up steps, you can see through people's back gardens to get into the away end. It's an old school English stadium. I don't know how teams are going to react to that. I'm pretty sure these fancy dons that pull up outside Kenilworth Road are going to be like, "Raw, what is this?"
Nah, you know what? Yeah, let's keep it balanced here. They're getting a 12 million development before they get to Premier League requirements. So I think few of those houses are gonna get purchased. You know it's the Premier League, Jay, man.
You
Come
say
on.
some are going to be unoccupied in that.
Come on, bro. Yeah, and the guy name was it Pelly Ruddock and Penzu. Crazy. That's the guy, and it man played
Greatest to
none.
him,
I
man.
was working part-time to play in Premier League, bro. Hats off, man. Kudos. You know what I'm saying? That's literally living the dream right there. You played at
100%.
every level to Premier League, bro. Mazza. But yeah, Dre, man, you know Premier League requirements, man. Man can't be having a shower watching a Premier League game, bro. It's too much money
Hey,
involved.
that is very true, you know. That
I
is
can't.
very true.
Come on, bro. It's too much money
Because
involved,
they've
man.
got up, they've been obviously Premier League has standards. So I think
Yeah, bro.
cameras,
Exactly, bro.
and
VAR, all of that stuff.
seating, yeah, all of that's got to be put in.
Requirements, man.
So and they've got to redevelop the away end because it's a shambles in it.
Thank you.
So
They got
yeah,
12
I don't
million
think
straight away. As
I
soon as
think
they
I
won
think
that shootout.
yeah, they've already started building work already, innit? I think whoever lives in them houses, them man there might have to spend a year away, you know. They might have to
Yeah.
find
Nah,
rented
they getting bought
accommodation,
out.
bro.
They getting bought out. They getting bought out for
Yeah,
whatever price they want.
yeah,
You know how they do it, man. It's
yeah.
money involved, man. It's big money now. You know what I say? You got 30, what, 8
Can't
match
wait.
Premier
You
League
could you see them people that got done for streaming yesterday.
for example.
Hey, if that's me and I'm living in them houses there, hey, I'm starting my own streaming thing. Looting FC TV, bro.
This is my point. Man can be in their shower in one of these houses up top and watch that Luton match playing, bro.
Yeah, in
That old
8K. 8K, bro.
come on, man. Them days are gone now, man. They gotta
Mm,
change certain things, you know. You know what I'm saying, man?
100%.
But respect
100%.
it though. I respect it though. Can't lie.
100%. Kudos to Luton.
Yeah. Can't
Listen,
wait to see them in the
other
Premier.
teams have made like Bournemouth fairy tale, like Eddie Howe got them from all the divisions up to the Prem. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. It is good to see. Um, we'll get to predictions on next season. We ain't gonna rain on Luton's parade too. Yeah,
Enjoy the
yeah,
moment.
let them enjoy the moment. Let them enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? But we've got through. Let's get to letter grading now. So we're not gonna go through every team.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go through the traditional big six because those really are the teams that matter. No offense to the other teams. We'll get to them, the overachievers and the flops later on. But
Yeah.
the big six, the teams that have the high hopes of winning the big prizes come this time of the year.
Yeah.
Some winners, some losers, some mid-table. You know
Let's
what?
let's dive into it. Let's name
Yeah,
names. I'm
let's
getting
where do you
confused.
want to start? Where do you want to go from? The team that finished the lowest or the team that finished the highest?
Let's go
Where do you
from
want
the
to
high.
start from?
Let's work our way
All
down.
right, okay.
Let's give it what
All
it
right,
deserves. Yeah, man.
okay. So the league champions, 5 times in 6 years, Manchester City. Letter grading, what are you giving them?
Straight A, man. Straight A. Could
Mm,
even be an A plus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them an A. 3P. You know what I'm saying? That's dominance. And the way they did it as well, they just cruised. They never had to go all out like before and go crazy and run plays in the ground and risk injuries. They just cruising, man.
mm.
Third gear, touch fourth gear when they needed to. They didn't even hit fifth gear, bro. You know, like that.
You
In
know,
my
you know what's funny? Sorry to cut you off, yeah. They beat Arsenal, and then what was that game after? Was Nottingham Forest, and they drew.
opinion.
They've won
Yeah,
every league game up until the point they were champions after that.
yeah. Apparently there was a
That's,
little meeting in it
yeah,
after that. Mick Ritchie was saying in it, Gunda in it.
mm,
He
yeah,
was saying they felt bad after that game because they missed bad. They was wasting chances. Like I said,
yeah, because they should have won that 5 or 6.
that's what I'm saying. They was in third gear. I saw how they was
Mm,
playing. They're just chilling. They knew chances will come. You know when you're just overconfident, you're
yeah,
just playing and playing and you know what I'm saying? And then after that game, it's fourth gear. I don't even think they hit fifth, bro.
nah,
Levels, bro.
I
Because
don't think they
like
battered anyone in that run. They just
after
did
they
what they had to do.
thank you, Jay. They just got through the game, got the result. So that's full. They just stepped it up a notch after that game. But the
Mm,
reason why I say they never went fifth, because after they slapped Arsenal, the Brian and them man didn't even play in the league, bro. I was getting 5 minute, 10 minute cameos, bro. That's not fifth gear. No the one's there, bro. I have to keep it real, bro. Like
mm,
seriously, man. You know, loads of players out of the team. Grealish ain't played since. You know, them
that's
ones,
true,
he's
man.
got an injury. You know, he's just rested. He's in the form of his life, bro. You know them
That's
ones
true.
there, bro. So for me, yeah, bro. I'll give them an A, pending A plus though. Have to say, I must say because
Well,
Champions League
depends on
final,
okay.
FA Cup
I think
final.
in regards to the league, I've got to give them an A plus. Why I give them an A plus is because they hunted down and they chased. First time I seen a pep team chase down a team, catch them, overtake them, and win it before the final weekend of the season.
That's what I was gonna say.
Regardless,
Ain't ain't no much of a chase though, was it? It wasn't that much of a chase.
regardless of who's top, the team was
All right,
8 points clear,
fair,
top
fair.
of the league. For we're gonna
You
get
know
to
what?
the next team afterwards in a minute, car.
All right,
There's a lot
cool.
to this
Yeah.
digress, but you chased down what was in front of you. I would say they didn't do it. They weren't. It's difficult because if I think if it was another team, maybe a Liverpool from last season they were chasing, they might not have won it because maybe in City's head they thought Liverpool are not dropping any points here, and
Mm,
maybe they thought Arsenal they're gonna drop points. They ain't been there before. This is deep waters, so
yes,
maybe they just thought, win
mentally
every
had
game.
up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. But they did what they had to do, chase them down, and in that run outside of that FA Cup, blitzed everyone. They destroyed Leipzig, blitzed the
Mm,
German champions. I've never seen a team destroy Bayern Munich like they did at the Etihad. They won at and they won at the Allianz as well.
mm,
Real Madrid, they killed them. That's the death of a dynasty there. I mean, some man are going Saudi Arabia after this weekend's league games in Spain. Big up Benzi, but
mm.
destroyed Barca, dealt with Arsenal. Every team that's come in their path, they've destroyed. Liverpool come in that run, they beat them in the league 4-1.
Mm.
Hey, did what they had to do. They're at the point where they're at the 2 games away from putting them names in the, the pantheon of greatness, bruv. But
True.
in terms of the league, A plus. I have to because they chased down and first half of the season, I kept saying they don't look right. Pep made adjustments, changed around, right back playing centre mids,
Mm.
evil scientist, evil genius. Pep just said, league title, mine, 3P. I'm good. So yeah, I'm
Crazy.
gonna go A plus. All right. The team that finished below them, the team that we've had a lot to say about all season, led the league for
Yeah.
248 days. 93% of the season they were top of the league.
Oh, 93%. That's crazy.
93% of the season they were top of the league. 8 points clear with 9 games to go. Manchester City won the league with 3 games to spare. We've got the negative out of the way.
Mm.
Positive. No one thought Arsenal would be in this
Mm.
situation a year ago. Not even the biggest Arsenal, most biased Arsenal fan would have ever thought that. But they were here. Played some of the best football this season, arguably.
Yeah, definitely.
Arsenal Football Club. What letter grade are you giving them?
Like you said, putting everything into context. It's gonna be controversial here, but I give Arsenal a B plus. I'm never gonna lie, because the entertainment factor was there, the ride was there. You know what I mean? That's what football is about. There's highs, there's lows. They did it. They entertained their fans. I know the fans wanted to win in the end because they tasted it. You know what I mean? So a lot of fans disappointed, deflated. But for me, B plus, man. Entertainment factor. Why they got the plus on the B? Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
C is an A, so naturally a B, but a B plus just for the entertainment, just for see like Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka balling out. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Saliba, seeing the centre back. That's you know what I'm saying. Ball player, yeah, man. I respect it. B plus.
I've, It's difficult with Arsenal, man. You see, I would give this an A. The only way I would give hold on.
Oh,
The only way I give this season an A is if they win the league next season.
what? Nah,
Hey, let me fit. Wait.
just give them a grade, man. Because next season,
Hold on. Hey, no. That's
that's too
that
much.
way. Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
I'm gonna get to this season. Don't worry. I'm gonna contextualize what I'm saying here.
yeah. Mm.
You see, if you learn from this mistake and you go and win the league, then this season in itself has been a great season because you've learned from that and you've taken it on to next season.
Okay, yeah, fair.
So, okay. Right now, I can't give it higher than a B minus, simply because you led the league for 93% of the season.
Mm.
Like, I would give this same grade to any team that was top of the league for 93% of the season. I think Leicester were top of the league for 93% of the season. They won it. You know what I'm
Obviously,
saying?
every
A
team that's
Leicester
been
team.
since
You
one.
know what I'm saying?
First team to bottle it like that. Come on, man. That's a bit, you know. That's just
Like,
highlight their lows. I hate you
like,
though. I hate you. I hate
like
you.
for like we said throughout the season, they were ticking boxes, winning at Tottenham,
Mm.
beat United, beat Liverpool at home. Like, they were
Beat
doing their job.
TOTY.
But yeah, Tottenham home and away, innit? Yeah. But I think I, if this season stopped after 29 games, A plus. But between game 29 and game 38, I
It's always
blame
up.
the manager. I
Oof.
blame the
First and
players.
foremost, blame
Yep.
Arteta before the
Yep.
players bottling it. Blame the commander in
I
chief.
blame the chief. Yep. I blame the experienced pros. I blame their talisman. I blame their strikers. Well, the striker that they brought in to win the league.
Yeah, hey,
And I blame their
Gabriel.
fans. Because they were
Yes,
getting gassed.
I agree with you.
I think they're just
They
as bad.
giving it-
That's why they were giving it the bigger. I've seen fans of Arsenal. I didn't even know they were actually fans of Arsenal. Become Arsenal fans, rocking a shirt with pride.
fully.
Like like
The little O2 coming out and that. I'm thinking,
I saw the old O2. I saw Sega Arsenal tops and that with the A hanging off.
the Sega,
Yeah,
you know,
the
the
Sega
Mega Drive
ones, the
thing.
Dreamcast and that one.
Dream
Yeah,
car.
yeah. I was like, okay, they're back.
Yeah, I hear you.
I
Still.
think for the ride, Arsenal fans will probably say it's a great season, but you had to finish off the job. Wasn't Monday meant to be their victory parade? And all it was City Splash.
Yeah. Oh crap! Everyone went City Splash instead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah. Sorry, Arsenal fans, bro.
Sorry,
But
Arsenal. All they got was that Christmas trophy. You know them little ones you get in the shop. The little figurines. They
I
got
see
parade.
Arsenal fans with the league table after 29 games printed on, saying they won the league. Hey,
That was
they're
so
just as bad. They're
Yeah, that
like
was
to
so
me.
bad. That is so embarrassing.
On the plus side, they played the best football in the league for a majority of the season.
Yeah, arguably.
Yeah, arguably, yeah, they did.
But
I think
again, they entertain
up
us.
until
I
Feb,
fully agree.
they were playing the best football.
Yeah,
The rise of that trio of Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka.
Mm.
Kudos. I think Odegaard's one of the best players this season. He might have disappeared towards the end, majority of the season. He's absolute quality. Absolute quality. And Martinelli as well. Always been a fan of Martinelli. Saka on 300 bags. We'll leave that for another time. But you can't get that. But what Arsenal fans says, they bottled the league. Literally, they bottled it. It was the biggest bottle job I've ever seen in sport. In sport, like I can't give it anything higher than a B. It's got to be a B minus because the drop off was disgusting.
Yeah, it
Are you
was
8 points clear, and then you end up City had 3 games left to play?
crazy.
Poor man, poor, poor, poor,
What was it like?
poor.
2 wins and 8, or what was it like?
2 wins in 8. It's even two. It was a 1 win and 2 wins in 8. Chelsea and Newcastle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was it. 8 games. So they end at what? 3 wins and 9. Sound like? Oh no, they
yeah,
lost the Forest.
yeah.
They're not
3 wins in 10, innit?
3 wins and 10 in the title race.
Really?
Come on, man. It's relegation form. I see why you blame Arteta. I could see why you blame him. You
Man,
got to
yeah.
turn it around there,
And why
mate.
and why I've given most of the blame. He was a part of 2 of City's title wins, if I'm pretty much correct on that, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. He was
Two
there
of
from
City, he was there. He was
mate.
there,
You know?
yeah.
Landed in England, mate. Called up his mate, Mikel.
Went and called him to, yeah.
Show me around, teach me about the English Premier League, mate. And
So
yeah,
you've been a part of title winning teams. You couldn't get your team over the line. You sat next to the evil genius and you couldn't think, okay, I know what he's going to do here.
in the
You
prime
bought
seat.
two players from City.
Yeah,
You bought 2 players from City, and all these Arsenal fans were getting gassed. We've got winners in the team. And I was like, these men are the bottom feeders of that title winning team. These men had no voice in that dressing room.
always out, always injured, fragile.
Zinchenko doing team huddles after being 2-0 down against Southampton. And the captain telling him, yo, relax. Crying on the bench.
Oh my gosh,
Gabriel Jesus running around. Oh, dude.
that was the worst. You're in the trenches, a man's crying. I don't want, why, please help. What the hell's going on, bro? Motivate the guys, bro. You know what I mean? What's all this crying stuff, man? That was embarrassing.
We
I,
questioned Gabriel Jesus at the start of the season, and everyone was like, Arsenal fans like, oh, he does everything but scoring. I was like, boom. At some point in the season, he's going to have to start getting goals because these goals are going to count. When's the last time Gabriel Jesus scored a goal? Can you tell me? I can't tell you.
Nah, he scored, to be fair, he scored against Wolves. He got one.
Dead rubber. Dead rubber. Forget Wolves. When did the last time he scored in a game that mattered?
I know. It's been a while. But you see the thing, yeah, why the Arteta job's gonna come into question. Maybe not now because they're on a high, but say he has a bad start to the season. Because like you said, Dre, within that run of the 8 games where they kept drawing until they finally lost. Yeah, you gotta turn the shit, man. You're the captain, you're at the wheel, you know, you gotta do something. You can't go in on the straight same path with these same guys. Because most Arsenal fans that's critical of Arteta, that's what they speak about. You've got to change the team.
Rotation, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're like, we've been figured out. We have to try something new. Similar to Liverpool fans when they were struggling. They're like, tweak it, do something. These guys are stubborn, Jake. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, we just sit at home, we can say, these guys, they're on the training pitch with these players. They know, you know what I mean? So Ten Hag said something. He said a lot of teams invested in January, yeah, to finish in the top 4. I think he was taking a stick at Arteta, bro.
I think so.
bro, I'm telling you, think about it. Look at Arsenal spending Jan. Trossard.
Yeah,
the Kerry.
that's a good point.
That's
because
what
some people were telling me we've bought to win the league. Some people were saying that to me.
Tennis took a stick at him, bro. Tennis is basically saying,
Kiwior, Jorginho,
Kerry
Trossard.
is the
That's
one
what I
that
got told. That's going to win us the league.
There you go, bro. So Tennis took a stick at him because Tennis basically saying we didn't invest. That's what he said at the end of the statement. He goes, don't forget, there's team that invested heavily in January to be in the top 4. And he goes, we didn't invest. We're in the top 4. So now we need to invest. You get my point? He's saying like basically Arteta went all out. All he got was top 4. You get my point, Jay? That's how you know these guys, you know, the psychology, bro. Level. So Arsenal fans, Arteta's got to come. Come on, you got to speak about your man.
I think with Arteta, yeah, he's been criticised a year ago, a lot of Arsenal fans were Arteta out. You have to remember that. Cool.
Exactly.
He's delivered you a great season. Cool. But all grace period, whatever, is gone next season.
Thank you. Start back
Like
from the
you've got to win a trophy and probably finish top four for it to even be a good season, minimum.
There you go.
Or go and win the league. Or challenge, get closer to winning the league. Because like I've always said, there's steps. And he's bypassed about 4 major steps to go try and sit the big table.
That's what I'm saying.
So
He's in the top 6 big boys
yeah,
conversation
see,
now. So to be in this big boy
and like,
conversation, it comes with that weight of
exactly.
performance, trophies. You
And
know what I'm saying?
this is
Yeah.
the same Arsenal team that said, Arsenal fans that said, you know what, getting knocked out Europa League, we could just focus on the league. We're out of the cup early in January, so we can focus on the league. I'm like, bruv, FA Cup still played on Saturdays, you know. It's not midweek thing, bruv. Oh, we're out of that. We can focus on the league. Next season, Champions League, you can't say, let's get knocked out. Nope.
No. It's
None of that.
different demands.
Different demands. Saturday, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Then you got to play Saturday lunchtime. We've had to do it. City have to do it. You know what I mean? The standard, like, and people say we're hating when we talk about Arsenal. No, this is just what it's like to be at the top table. You know what I mean?
Be in these conversations that we're having now with the big boys.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned.
You can't just be 1 game a week. If you want to be 1 game a week, go finish 12th like Chelsea, mate. You know what I mean? We'll get to Chelsea later.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? We'll get to Chelsea later. But
yeah,
in my eyes, I think there's huge investment, and I'm hearing all this Declan Rice talk. Nah, you need to go get winners now to come in that team. You see how United went and got Casemiro on them, man. They might not have been needed by Real Madrid, but that, which I said that Arsenal needed in this point of the season, you need that mentality. You need winners in that dressing room. The only winner they got in that dressing room is Jorginho. That's it. Right. Don't listen to people that talk about Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. They were not pivotal to winning.
Title race challenge, they always injured. Always out.
Jorginho is a winner. You need to go and get winners in that dressing room. Change the culture now. It's too nice. Can't be out here bringing in dogs and calling them win and patting them. Allow it.
Players need hugs and that after they.
No, I get exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mentality. I know for a fact, as a United fan, I can say this. The difference in the whole club in the last year is because we've got a manager that talks, first off, acts, but talks like a winner.
Facts.
Big facts. We've brought in players that are winners. Martinez, Casemiro, winners. Them man there have changed the whole culture in the team. The whole culture. When we're on that little run in January, February, well, we'll get to United in a second. When we're in that run in January, February, we were winning, playing every 3 days. Look how gas we got. We thought we were in a title race, bro. That's what winning does to you.
For a minute, innit? Yeah,
you know what I mean? We're daydreaming, but that's what winning breeds. Them man there just wanted the next game to come every 3 days. Win. It was great. We enjoyed it. Arsenal fans were just on the joyride until it got to the real nitty gritty. Real nitty, and these players went into hiding.
True.
And the manager is to blame because he could have made changes earlier. Players that really wanted to be in the trenches, like a Reece Nelson, whenever he came on, looked good. Put him in.
Didn't get looking after that goal, did he?
Exactly.
Didn't get a start, nothing. Back on the bench. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like when managers do that. You got to go with the momentum. Like, even Trossard had to do like 15 assists in one game.
Exactly.
To get looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, strategize, whatever.
You need, exactly.
You know
need to get goals.
Yeah, bro. Bring him on.
Nketiah might not be as good as Jesus, but he stays in the box. You need goals.
Proper striker. He ain't on this running around trying to flick all over man's head and do all of this no-look passes.
And I do no-look passes at Anfield.
The ball in the net, mate. That's where you get the big bucks. That's why you're here. Exactly. You're not here to do all of that. You know what I'm trying to say? This ain't the Globetrotters, mate. There, bro. Come on, bro. I always said it. Your bread and butter comes first. After you can do all of that
100%.
stuff, but you do your job, bruv. Your day job is to score goals. Like famous words by the telly, bro. When the postman deliver your mail, you don't say you don't say well done, postman.
Well done.
That's
Yeah,
his job.
do your job.
Keep the thing 100, bro. Do your job, bro.
Mm,
Banging goals, then do your whatever stuff. Like fully,
big
because
facts.
Arsenal fans, yeah, they was gassed when he signed Drake. That deserves a mention. They was, yeah, we could get the
Yep.
league, got proper striker now. Yeah, this ain't Lacazette. Man's the Brazilian Lacazette, fam. That's what it is, bro. Because man's giving you the same
Exactly.
numbers. Numbers don't lie, you know. They're gonna say, oh, it's
Uh,
all round play. Bro, check the
no,
numbers.
same
Lacazette
numbers.
will check man out. Lacazette is nice with his feet, bro. You do them no
Mm.
look passes and flick the ball over man's head. Or can he score a goal? Can when needed, when you're in the trenches and you need to win big games.
Yep.
Lacazette is missing, fam.
Seen
Sick.
exactly. And Jesus went missing as well, bro.
Telling you, bro.
As
There's
well.
only one gunner that I give his ratings, even though they didn't list the title. But when Abu was there, he's a real gunner. I forgive Abu his ratings, bro. This is why when them man are there, Arsenal lift trophies because goals win games, bro. Plenty of times they was rubbish.
Mm,
And Abu would just
that's
break
true.
away on, you know, the one there on the
That's true.
counter, finish. You gotta give them man their credit, bro. But Arteta got rid of him, still ain't replaced him. So I have to mention that. And it's gonna
Mm,
take a while before he gets a man that can give him 20 or 18. In at the time, arguably now
mm.
it's a different play on the other side of London. But when you're ready, we're gonna we're gonna
We'll get to them. We'll get to them. But yeah, some will say it's a good season for Arsenal. Some will say it's a bad season. But best of the rest, um, they get B minus for me. You give them a B. Yeah,
plus
B
entertainment.
plus.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right. On to the next team. Um, hey, this time a year ago, if you go back into the archives and you tune into every For Love of the Game week after week, you just used to hear dejection, sadness, and sorrow in our voices, having to
Ten.
talk about Manchester United every single week. Fast
Sad.
forward a year, fast
Mm,
forward a year, new manager, big signing, well, big enough signings, a trophy, and top four in the bag. I'm gonna keep it I'm gonna keep it non-biased here. Keep it impartial because I did give the bad and the good of Arsenal season.
mm.
The bad parts of United season, the defeats.
And there's one place to start.
And some of those defeats are not normal defeats. They're very bad defeats.
Embarrassing defeat, if you ask me.
Liverpool 7-0. I think that stench still sits on that United team to this day. Sevilla away still sits on this United team. Manchester City away 6-3. Martial made that very respectable because 6-1 it would have been even worse. Slapped at Brentford earlier, well, second game of the season.
That is embarrassing. For me, that's next to the Liverpool. The City, you can go either way. It's open game. See, I know it's embarrassing as
Mm.
such, but we went there and went for it. If we was
No away
defending,
wins against
yeah,
any of the top 8. No, 9 in the league, I think.
that is the problem. That is a major problem we need to sort out. But yeah, carry on, bro.
But on the flip side,
Yeah,
best home defensive record in the league. Only one home defeat. Well, we ain't counts Real Sociedad because the Queen died, didn't it? But one home defeat all season in any competition. City came to Old Trafford, Barca came to Old Trafford, Liverpool came to Old Trafford, Tottenham come to Old Trafford, Chelsea come to Old Trafford. They all got dealt with.
Arsenal,
Old
bro.
Trafford is a foot. Arsenal came to Old Trafford. We forget that. We can't forget that. They come to Old Trafford and they got dealt with. Old Trafford is a fortress again.
I agree fully, and it takes a lot for me to say that, but I fully
It is
agree.
a
That's what got us
no,
top four.
exactly, literally. That's what got us top four. Carabao Cup in the bag. We'll just go Prem for now. We'll leave the because we
Yeah,
could have a great
yeah,
season. We'll leave that for now. But
yeah,
just the Prem.
yeah.
What letter grade are you giving Manchester United?
C.
Ooh.
I would give them a B if at the weekend results go away,
Well, okay,
because I can't factor
just
in that. Otherwise, I would have given City a C plus. So I got to keep the grade and balance.
okay.
I know it's my team, so I got to keep the grade and balance. So for me, it's a C. I expected more. I'm disappointed. I'm one of them fans. I'm grumpy because I'm still pissed off about the Europa League, man. I know a lot of fans. Every fan is different, innit? But for
Mm.
me, I wanted to be playing tonight. I think United should be in finals, major final. I know for a lot of like fans, it's not a major, but bro, it's one of the biggest trophies at the start of the season that we compete for. So you know what I mean? Like
If you go back in time, there was a point in time where the UEFA Cup was bigger than the European Cup. You know,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like for
yeah,
me, it's
yeah.
a major trophy. A lot
It
of
is a
people,
major trophy, 100%.
but if we're in it at the start of the season, for us, it's a big trophy. Do you get it?
Mm.
It's the Premier League, then Europa League for me. For a lot of fans, it's the Premier League and the FA Cup. I agree fully. You know what I'm saying? That's fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but for me, bro, I want to be competing in big games, and the curtain raiser for that game is the Champions League winner. You know what I'm saying? You play in the Super
Yeah.
Cup in that trophy, so that's the prestige that comes with it for me, innit? And you get to go to the Club World Cup, etc., etc. If you win, etc. You know what I'm saying? A little prestige comes with it, man.
Mm.
So yeah, bro. I'm still disappointed with that. That goes towards my grading. Getting beat by you know who, them Reds from up north, that is still hurting me to this day. I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The Brentford defeat, it hurts me more than the City defeat because it's the team. Anyone can lose against City. Like I know I say that, but City on the
Mm.
day,
That's true. That's true.
at
They
the end,
destroy anyone.
yeah,
They
bro, it
just
can go
destroy anyone.
left.
That's fact.
I've seen a good United team get beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
At Old
that's true.
Trafford
That's true.
by City. So
True.
the Brentford defeat, it hurt me because of the way we started the league, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? All of this debate about the transfer, the Rabiot, all of that crap, seeing Harry Maguire out there, the new kit, the lime green kit, and all the crayons, and bro, it hurts, bro. That defeat hurt. I think that was the turning point of our season, that defeat.
I was
After
just
that,
about to say that. I
it had
remember the
to
pod we done after that. Yeah,
yeah.
I said, "Don't worry, this is the low. This it will get worse, but it won't. We
Mhm.
won't see this again." I said that after the Brentford game. Don't worry. I think the next game after that was Liverpool, and I
Yeah.
said, "Don't worry, we're gonna beat Liverpool." When I heard man was doing 10K runs with the team,
Oh yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Yep,
Jimenez was at
don't
the
worry."
front,
That was
turn,
the turning
turn.
point of our season
Yeah, yeah.
early. I said it ain't
So,
gonna happen. Well, we got slapped again, but the manner in which we got slapped won't happen again. It
mhm.
only happened
I
against Liverpool and
Right.
Sevilla, innit?
Yeah, I get what you mean, Jay. Against Brentford was just, I
He
felt
changed
ashamed.
because Harry Maguire didn't start a league game. I think he's only started 2 games after that. He
You
knew.
get me, bro? And Varane
He
on the
gave
bench
he,
and all of that was
he
just
gave these man a
embarrassing.
chance. He gave McTominay and Fred these bombs a chance and said, nah, over.
Can't work.
Yeah, it can't
And
work.
the players he was linked with, it's just the aura at the time. Why the stench is still there,
Yeah.
bro. The Rabiot and Arnautovic, all of these man, like I wanted Anthony, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
Mm.
Casemiro on the pitch, like you know the ones, bro. But yeah, bro. So that's why I go towards the C. Like, but it was pushing for a C plus because of the run in the cups, but I can't mention the cups. So Premier League, yeah, going down to the last 2 games, the top four, like little things like that. Like I want to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fans were like you were, Dre. You was confident. You was like, yeah, we're gonna, don't worry, we're in top four, we're gonna beat Chelsea, etc. etc. But for me, I don't like the drama. I like to sit easy and nice, knowing I got a cushion, a little buffer. You know the ones there. I remember
Mm.
where we were, Dre. You gotta remember, where we were, how far away we were from Liverpool. At one point, it was at 19 points. I stopped thinking about Liverpool. At one point, bro. I was, like that. Like they weren't even in my rear view, bro. But yeah, bro, that's why for me, it's a C, man. He could get upgraded though, like I said about C. He could go to a B because I can't give United a better season than Arsenal, even if we win 2 trophies. A lot of
What?
fans see what I mean. A lot of fans see.
What?
Call me like controversial, whatever. But I still think if we get these 2 trophies, yeah, our season is not better than Arsenal. It's not.
How?
Because these trophies don't carry that weight for me. If we had the Europa League now, 100% for me, we had a better season than
What?
Arsenal. I don't care. Even if they went to City and lost by 1 point. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say, though?
I hear you. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? That's just
You
my
you you give what, a C? A C minus, did you say? A
nah,
C.
City.
I've got to give this Man United team a B. It would have been a B plus if we never got slapped by these teams this season. I think there's defeats.
All right,
Here's
hold
why
on.
I give it a B.
Not cutting you. What did you give Arsenal? Just for
B
clarification.
minus.
A B. You give United a B.
I'm not there here. There's
Mate,
no hating behind this, yeah.
yeah, I
Here's
just want
the
to yeah,
what did I say? United a B, yeah? Or
yeah.
B. All right, here's what it would have been, a B plus if we never got slapped. The defeats that there's losing, there's defeats and getting slapped. When we lost, we used to get slapped. All these defeats are bad defeats. Even the Villa game, we got slapped. What was it, 3-0 or something?
Yeah,
You know, like
we get a goal.
losing at West Ham,
It's
all these
embarrassing.
dumb
Isn't
defeats.
it? Let me
Exactly.
see them.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but bro. I want to hear why you give them a B, though, Dre.
Why I
Let's
give
say
them a B? Because if you were to keep it real this time a year ago, well, just before the start of the season, if you to say what was a good season for Man United, I think even when Skirvin was here, we all said top 4 and a trophy, and he's done his job.
I fully agree, bro. Where we
He's
were
done
last.
his job. Yeah, like to me, with this squad, kudos, because this team is dead. No matter how we gloss it up, we got certain man. There's certain man that should even be at the club.
I hear you.
We know this.
Hey, I fully agree.
You know what I mean? We've did this. We finished top 4 without a striker all season. All season. Like
Got rid of CR7. That's our
the
striker.
Ronaldo saga, the Piers Morgan interview,
All
we
of that.
weathered the storm. Like
Still, man. Yeah,
we've
that's
had
how you got
enemies playing for us, like Weghorst, McTominay, Maguire, and we've still finished, and David De Gea, and we still finished top 4. We even won a Golden Glove. I can't believe that.
It's the home form, Jay. It's the home form.
But we still managed to finish top 4. And
Yeah.
I've got to also rate, he blooded through some of the young guns this season. Alejandro Garnacho.
Yeah, ratings. I see why he's a B for you, Jay.
You know what I mean?
On the positive.
Facundo Palestri.
That is a generational talent there, growing up.
Exactly.
Like United's fans screaming for him to get the 7. That's how you know. Predicted it, but it's just joy to see it happening. I knew it was gonna. I knew they was gonna mention it at least.
And I'm also the way he handled the Jadon Sancho situation. He sent him away, go get his head right, come back, contributed here and there, cool, whatever. The jury's out on Jadon Sancho, innit? But we'll leave that for another time.
Sancho, man, come on, he's one of us.
The jury's out. The jury's out. Man.
We love Sancho. He's young, but Jay, like you said, yeah, that's a valid point. What you said, the way he handled the Sancho thing, like that might just push it up to a C plus. I might have to go back to my grading and give it a C plus. What he did there was unique. No other manager's ever done that.
Like, some managers would have just said, you know what, you can leave in January.
Alone. Yeah, bro, go on loan or go somewhere, go play your head, play somewhere else. You know what I mean, Jay? Like I have to give him Like a bit of
I
credit for
mean,
that. You know, mental
like
health is important, bro, and we don't know what
exactly,
he's going through. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't
exactly.
know. So don't know.
Mm.
Tennis, big up for that, man.
Also, the signings have been good. I will say, minus Veg. I think Veghorst brings down this. I would have gave the signings an A, but Veghorst brings it down to a C because
Yeah,
he's that bad, isn't it? Like
I know.
we've had him up front, and that he still didn't give us a Premier League goal. You know,
This, but Jay, it's beyond belief. I don't think a striker's ever came to United. They've said, yeah, played that many games and not
and not
scored a
scored us
goal.
goal.
History is created for the wrong reasons. All right, let's just hope all the goals are gonna come on Saturday. Sorry, bro.
Hey,
But
if
yeah,
he
bro.
scores the winner in the
All
FA
right,
Cup
I'm
final,
telling
he will be a
you,
legend.
you
He would
know,
be a
we
legend
forget all of
forever.
that.
You know.
We forget
Yep.
that you came there, played 20 something games, and
Games
didn't even give us a
exactly.
goal, man. Didn't even
We would
give us
forgive him. We
one.
would absolutely forgive him. We would. We would. Um. But other than that, he's got like a sign of a good manager is improving the players' levels, isn't it? When you're
Mm,
seeing certain players that we said shouldn't even be at the club, like both of our right backs have had decent to good seasons, even though they both shouldn't be at the club. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I agree fully.
You know what I mean?
I
He's
agree.
raised the levels of even Fred. I'm not going to say McTominay's crap, but Fred at points in the season has looked like a start, especially when Ericsson got injured. When Fred came in,
Mm,
Fred was
mm.
good.
Don't know, right? You
Winner
need.
against Tottenham,
I
right?
agree.
Yeah,
I agree. You need players that's ready
it's
to
like squad
slot
players.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, with the right mentality coming into training, ready, man. I
mm.
agree. Well done, Fred.
And I've got to say, I've been a big critic of Anthony all season, but I can see why he plays him.
Mm.
Directness works
Grows
for the
on you.
team.
Innit? He grows on you.
Yeah, because when
He
you watch
puts
other players come in,
yeah,
you notice the difference, big time.
Jay. And
You
you
know what I
see
mean?
the manager, not to cut you, my bro, sorry, but you see what you just said, bro, is a valid point. The manager rates Anthony and Garnacho the same. He says, I've got two players that ain't scared of no one. He said these
I
man,
love that.
they ain't scared of nothing. He's basically telling they will take on anyone. Hey,
And
they
you see
all
all
day.
that rubs off on the team.
Thank
Rubs
you.
off on the team.
That's why.
Bravery.
That's why them points you make, Joe, is valid. See, Anthony at the start of the season, pure quick. But I just saw that. You see, there's players, that's character. For me, a lot of people say, nah, they ain't character. But see, if a man don't care, Dre, they just keep going. It shows they
Mm,
believe in himself. You know, like that, he's confident. He don't care what you're gonna say or whatever. This is what I'm doing. I love that.
mm,
When I see that in a player, yeah, I love that, man. And I see him growing Nacho
mm.
and Anthony.
Oh,
Like,
Garnacho is that guy is just like we said just before the World Cup break. I think when we beat Fulham away from
yeah,
home, I
oh,
said
yeah,
he
yeah,
plays with that belief that he's the best player on the pitch, even though he's not. He
yeah.
plays like he's the best player on the pitch.
Exactly.
That arrogance that you need to play for a big club, you need to play for this badge here,
Yeah.
United. Where's the badge? Here,
We need
United. That badge.
yeah,
He
Jay.
knows.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
stepping
got
on the
that.
pitch. I'm the
He's got
best
that.
player on the. He's got it.
He's got it. We
He's
know
got
it.
it.
Come on,
He
man.
knows
He's
it.
got it.
He knows it. He knows it. And that's what you need to play for Manchester United. Arrogance and belief that you are the best player on the pitch. I'm coming on the pitch to win us a game. Every time he comes on the pitch, look how vital he was against City. Set up Rashford
Yeah.
for the winner. We missed him badly in that run of games we weren't
2 months.
winning, like
2 months
West
he was out.
Ham,
I know.
Brighton, all them
Missed his
games.
energy. I agree. I
Exactly,
agree. Needed him, man. As soon as he came back, go. Bam. First game.
exactly.
He's a baller, man. You know what I'm saying? We
Watch
can't
him on
deny.
Saturday. Watch, he's gonna love playing in that cup finals. What?
Telling you. Tennis has to give him at least 25. 20. He's ready.
Whew.
I know he's training all week with that in his mind.
He's
I'm getting
gassed.
20.
He knows.
I'm getting 20. You know what
He
I'm saying?
knows.
And in
He
that
doesn't want to
20,
start. He's
and
gonna say
you
to
know,
Tenor, "Give me half an hour.
yeah, that's it. What I
Give me
need.
half. That's all I need."
What I need, bro. I'm telling you, where's if it's a tight game?
Mm.
I'm not saying nothing, bro. That you is a
Yeah,
baller, bro.
100%.
I mean, yeah,
The signing of Casemiro, best signing. I think I would say our second best signing since Van Persie.
rating that highly.
He's changed the culture of the whole team.
Nah, I agree though. He's a quality footballer, ain't he?
Quality football. And I think when you get better midfielders around him, especially next season, if we can get a top class midfielder next to him, you're going to see even more quality because Casemiro ain't going to have to run too much.
Thank you, Jay. And it's not going to have that much onus on him to make a pass.
It's not going to be taxing on him. His body can rest up in games.
Yeah, and
you see when you're playing with Christian Eriksen, who very good player, but he can't get about the pitch like he used to. Yeah. Casemiro's having to do his job and half of Eriksen's job.
No, I agree. But we rate
see why he wanted. Yeah, we rate good signing. I can't knock it. He's better than what we had before. Eriksen's a good signing, bro. 100%. But if you can get Casemiro next, that's why I can see why Ten Hag wanted De Jong, ball carrying midfielder.
Trust.
Gets it from water carrier, gets it from A to B. That's what we need. Exactly. Immaculate passing.
Perfect for how he wants to
exactly. So to me, Casemiro number 2, but I think the best signing we've made since Van Persie is what's his name? Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah. Serious.
That guy, you notice the difference when he's out of the team.
Yeah, 100%.
Notice the difference when he's out of the team. What a centre back. He's my height, 5'9". Like
yeah, everyone's like, let's mention that. Jamie
Carragher, yep.
He would never make it in the Prem. You see what I said? What I had to suffer for? I remember the Brentford game. Specifically, after that game, he got hammered. What's United thinking? Getting us, even Gary Neville, ex-Man United. That's why I struggled playing centre back. Sir Alex used to always tell me my height's going to be a factor. You know what it was? Even though he played many games centre back.
Exactly. Don't listen to Gary Neville.
You get what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, gotta mention Lisandro. You know what I mean?
To me, best centre. Well, you know what he is. He's one of the best centre backs in the league, easily.
Ready?
Because you see, 100%. Because he raises Varane's game. Notice how good Varane plays when he plays next to Martinez, compared to when he next to plays.
The game is
exactly.
Hence the reason why he's got a golden glove, bro.
Think about it. Sevilla. If he plays that ball to Martinez instead of Maguire, that's not a goal.
Come on. It's different aura.
Exactly.
Martinez is a part of how he plays. Vital.
Exactly.
His touches, taking the ball. Come on, man.
Sandro Martinez is Manchester United's most important player.
One of, I agree, 100%. To how we want to play. Because like you say, we ain't got a ball carrier in it. So we need the ball to come out of the defense, and it's him.
And we can play 10 yards further forward because he can get, he's got the pace to run back. He can bring the ball forward. His only bad game was against Liverpool, but everyone had a bad game, innit?
The whole team was shambles. But I fully agree. And he passes through the line.
Exactly. His passing is superb, brother. And to think he was about to join Arsenal. Then he gave Ten Hag the call. He said it. He was about to join Arsenal. And he gave Ten Hag the call. He said, I'm about to join Arsenal. Do you want me at Man United? Ten Hag said, yes, I'm coming with you. Simple. If Arsenal had Martinez, they're winning the league. Martinez and Saliba. Title is done. Because the next centre-back coming on would have been Gabriel.
I hear you. Yeah, that's the point. If you ask me if Arsenal had any of the players we signed, they would have won the league, bro. Casemiro, Anthony. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. These men, they are winners. They are winners. They came to United and they won the first trophy available, bro. These men are winners. It's just that the squad and the team ain't good enough to go the long haul, to go the long ride, the long road. The squad got shown up, innit? We ain't got a striker. The manager was patient with Martial, waited for him, got Vegas thinking he'll come back and try a thing. The guy's out of the cup final. It's a story of his career, so the squad's not ready, bro. What other squad in the Prem? 2 strikers, because Rashi's a so-called striker now, but we know he's left winger, but you know what I'm saying, but that's all we had. 38 games in the Prem.
And we have to give this man his praise. Marcus Rashford carried us in
Yeah,
that run.
that one.
He's
Yeah,
the reason we finished top 4.
he's part of it. That's why I say that in Martinez, Casemiro. I know everyone's gonna say Ronaldo, but Bruno, he's a skipper, man. You know what I mean? I have to
I'm
give
not
him.
gonna lie, yeah. When you watch, this is probably Bruno's best season in the United shirt.
See what I mean, Jay? You gotta give him
And
his
gotta
role
give him his
players, bro.
credit.
He
He's
played a
yeah.
good role. Me anyway. You know what I
I
mean?
think with United, we need a world class striker. If we had a
Crying
world class striker, it's
out, bro.
problems. It is big problems because you see Rashford, he scores match winners. You see a lot of these other players that score goals, score in bundles, like a Harry Kane, meaningless goals, whatever. Marcus Rashford's goals decide games.
Big game player.
Exactly. So Rashford could score the same amount of goals next season, but if you got a world class striker, yeah, and Rashford keeps up his match winning ways,
Yeah,
that could be what you got 17 league goals, yeah.
yeah.
His 17 league goals next season could be an extra 12 or 15 points.
See what you just said. Another point that the gaffer said as well. He said we need another goal scorer. We need someone else to match Rashford goals. He's saying it could be within the team. I could have him already, but we definitely need to get one more in
100%.
summer. So I love it.
100%.
It's the right energy, Dre. You're connecting. You're right. The manager's identified that. You know what I
Because
mean?
Rashford has more goals than the rest of the team that scored league goals combined.
So it goes to show, and we need another. If we had another player giving us the
Mm,
same part, come on, man. Goals win games, like you say, we would have been up the table, definitely.
yeah, 100%. But like I said, man, if we win on Saturday, would I say B? It goes up to A minus. It might have to go up to A
Wait,
minus. You know,
you're already over Arsenal, so you know what I mean.
mate, mate. At the end of the day, we've achieved our remit in it.
Yeah,
Arsenal have achieved their remit, but they had a bad. Well, they flopped their lines in it.
no,
Arsenal would have loved top 4. You know what I mean?
of
We
course,
us
of course.
top 4 in a trophy because we've actually got ambition in it.
Yeah,
Arsenal just wanted top 4, so
yeah.
we've done our jobs. Arsenal tried joyride at the top, and they got their pants pulled down in it. So
I
that's
just,
like,
I just wanted to clarify. City A
yep,
plus. City A for me. You gave them an A plus.
yep,
Arsenal B
B
minus. What do you give?
minus,
B minus.
B
I gave
minus,
them a B. United, I gave them a C. You gave United a B.
yep,
Yeah? Yeah,
yep.
let's we go. Who's next?
All right.
Who's
We'll leave Newcastle for the next section, but the next part of the Big Six, well, they went for 4 trophies last season. They played in every game available to them.
yeah.
They signed Darwin Núñez. Some people even try to compare Darwin Núñez to Erling Haaland after the Community Shield. Some
It's
people
true,
said
you
Darwin
know.
Núñez is going to have a better season than Erling Haaland.
Yeah. Critics were saying they don't think Arnold will fit into City. Nunes gonna fit
Yep,
more to Liverpool. I
yep.
remember.
I remember
But
all that chat.
yeah,
Hey, some people said Virgil van Dijk's the best defender in the world, the best defender in the
uh,
league, one of the greatest centre backs in Premier League history.
Hall of Famer still playing.
Yep.
You know,
Mm.
no one's there. Like,
Some man's talking like he's Ric Flair.
you know,
But mate, hey, life hits you fast.
doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Hey, Liverpool finished 5th, missing out on Champions League football. Um, what's your thoughts on their season as a whole?
As a whole,
Oh yeah, remember they got slapped by Real Madrid at home as well.
I would say, they've underachieved obviously. So for me, Liverpool's getting like a D. You know what I mean?
Mm.
D, because from where they were last season for playing in every final available, competing for every trophy to the end, the Premier League the last day, the Champions League final, FA Cup final, the You know what I'm trying to say? The League Cup
Mm.
final. Like we're talking about City going for a triple. They was going for quadruple. What's there, bro? So at the end of the day, they have to get a D because they failed. You know what I mean? Like United is satisfactory. That's why I gave them a C. So I'm satisfied. Top four trophy. Liverpool now they failed. They failed the assignment. They failed the project. They have to reset. They have to stay behind. Even Salah said it. I don't know why he waited for the Chelsea game. Come on, man. It was written in the stars. He was never going to get Champions League. It's like he was sitting at home biting his phone. Please, Chelsea score. No, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to go out there, win your games, bro. That's what matters. You get the scores on the board. But yeah, man, they failed. And am I happy? I'm over the moon, mate. I'll tell you that. Am I happy they failed? Yeah, bro. I have to be honest
I
because
think
last
their
season,
biggest moment of the season was beating us 7-0, wasn't it? That's it.
yeah, cool. That's all they're gonna talk about all summer. Oh, we
Yeah.
beat you though. So it's 3 points, bro. If you won 1-0 or 7, it's still 3 points, bro.
And they
Like you
lost the
get
week after as well.
there you go. They lost to Bournemouth and that. Like Leeds and that. Wolves like 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. These are all relegation fighting teams, but Southampton 4-4 on the last day, bro, after going 2-0 up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, their season's been a failure. And you know why, yeah? I say Liverpool's been a failure, Dre, yeah. Like Tennis said, a lot of teams invested for the top four, but they never made it, Dre. They never made it. Where was Gakpo? You're supposed to be on the
Oh
Manchester side.
yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
He
ran
was
over
told
there.
by his manager, go to Manchester United. He was
Thank
like,
you.
no. He let Virgil van Dijk whisper in
Oh
his
my.
ear.
Virgil van Delegate told you to come down and look what happened, mate. Now you got egg on your face, bro. You're back to where you were at PSV, bro. Europa League, bro. Ain't nothing's changed, brother. Come over here,
Ah,
yeah, Champions League. No, think about it. Nunes was 80. They got in Gakpo. They got in Arthur Melo
joke.
or whatever his name is. He ain't
That's
kicked the
the
ball.
worst loan signing in the history of football, you know.
I'm trying to
13
say,
minutes, you know. That's all he gave
brother,
them, 13 minutes.
that is it. I couldn't believe it, but yeah, bro, it didn't work. They failed the assignment. D for me, Dre. Not gonna dwell on them because you know I'll go about them all night. So they get a D. They failed, bro. Straight up and down. No word.
Mm.
Nothing less, bro.
I'm gonna go way lower. Well, you know what, yeah? When we done our predictions at the start of the season, I did say Liverpool ain't finishing top four. I remember I
Bro.
did say that. And
I
I
think I
did
might have
say
had them in the top four. Was they fifth? I can't remember where I had
I
them.
remember
Might have been.
Skirvin left them out by mistake. He didn't even have them in the
Oh,
top
yeah, yeah,
six.
yeah,
Remember?
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah,
He had
yeah.
Leicester. He had Leicester in the top six. Remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Flipping
Hey,
hell.
we have to bring him back to talk about his crimes. But anyway,
Me too.
hey,
Definitely.
I've got to say, I've got, because I said this. Liverpool, Klopp's got he squeezed every bit of juice out of that Liverpool team. Next
Mm,
season they're gonna struggle. They did. So I would love to say a D. Yeah, I've got to
yeah,
go with D because it is bad. You go
yeah.
from competing for everything to then at one point they were level on points with Chelsea. Didn't they have a battle for ninth derby like in January or February at
Yeah,
Anfield? Did
yeah,
it finish 0-0?
they did. Perfect. You
Yeah,
did. You said it, bro. There
yeah.
was
Like
6
they've
points
been
for Chelsea.
don't they had that little run towards the end of the season which they made it respectable. But
Yeah.
they were mid-table fodder for a good portion of this season. I've got to go lower than a D. Lower than a D because knocked out the
Oh,
FA Cup embarrassingly by Brighton a week after they slapped you in the league.
oh yeah, Jay. Valid points you're making, you know.
Who knocked them out of the Carabao Cup? Was it City? And I think City slapped them. Whoever knocked them out, slapped
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Champions League, you got absolutely brutalized by Napoli. I ain't gonna forget that.
Oh yeah.
That could have
First
been a
round
cricket
games.
score.
Mm.
That could have been a cricket score. But worse things worse, you were 2-0 up at home against Real Madrid. And King Benzi said, nah, not in this, not in Liverpool, Anfield surrounded by houses. Nah, mate. My house. 5-2. That's all I've got to say. To me, it's got to be an E because you can't just go from going for all four to scraping Europa League and trying to make a run for top four. Don't be fooled by this. Oh, United need to get. I said it from time. Don't worry about us. Liverpool ain't going to finish off the job. They've been rubbish all season. Never looked convincing. The only good game was when they had 7 shots on target, scored 7 goals against Man United. That's it.
Wow, yeah,
Only
you
good
got to give
game.
credit for that. Yeah, yeah,
Only good game. They maxed out. That's it. They've been rubbish all season. We've even been saying, well, don't be surprised if Klopp loses his job.
Yeah, at one
His
point I
job
thought
is
you
on the
go.
line.
Yeah,
If they don't get the right players this summer, his job is on the line. He will be gone by Christmas.
I
He's
think he
in that.
resurrected. Sorry, Jay. I think he resurrected. I know I gave him a D, yeah, but because he got Europa League is the reason why I didn't give him an E. I just made that. I just wanted to put that there. That's the only reason why he ain't got E. You know what I mean?
I think if Europa League's terrible for a team that won the
When
Champions League a few years back, won the league a few years back, pushed City a year ago, Champions League final a year ago. Nah, sorry, if it
on
weren't
the
for
Champions
Chelsea's
League
fall
final.
off, Chelsea's bad season has got a lot of teams off the hook for their disgraceful play this season. We're gonna get to Chelsea in a minute, but Liverpool, they made it look nice, but it's been a terrible season. If it weren't for that run at the end, people would definitely be talking about Klopp's job.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
7 wins in a row, trying to make top four. Allow it. Nah, they better win the Europa League because they're going to be favourites.
They have to be in it when you're in it. But I agree with you though. From the Champions League final to Europa League, big drop off. But they're like the kids there that came to school. They didn't do all their homework. Like they got 10 questions. They did like 3 or 2. What's there? So it's like you still failed, but at least you made a little effort. You tried. What's there, Jay? And there's man turning up, they ain't done nothing, brother. They all left their homework
Exactly.
at home. You know, we're gonna get onto a team that did that. We know who done that, innit? And said the dog had the homework. The dog had that. We need to get to
Hey,
them. But yeah, bro.
got to get onto some of Liverpool's players. Virgil van Delegate is the word. Like, I don't want to hear no talk about one of the best centre backs of all time. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries as an excuse. He's been found out this year. Their midfield is an absolute joke. How you still relying on Jordan Henderson at what's he 34? Dead.
Joke.
And hey, Mohamed Salah, 30 goals this season. I think he bagged 20 in the league, I think.
Yeah,
I think he
I
did.
was surprised.
I'm
How he just,
surprised.
yeah, he got a little
Because
run.
if you look at his
Goal.
on the eye test, you think he had a bad season, but
Yeah.
kudos to him. 30 in all comps as well. So kudos to him. But Cody Gakpo, I'm not even going to get onto Nunes too much because Nunes, I think, bagged 18 goals this season. Didn't look like
Wow.
it, but he did.
Nah, wow. Yeah, it's an
So
achievement, man.
I'm not going to get onto him because you can tell he's rough. He's not meant to be playing in the Prem right now. He probably
Yeah.
could have done with a few seasons at another team or Benfica in it.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I
Cody
agree.
Gakpo looks more ready than Darwin Nunes, so he's under more criticism. How
Mm.
can some man say that Cody Gakpo looks like Joel Matip going for a cheeky run up front?
Do you know what? Yeah, I have to keep it balanced. I know for the love of the game, yeah, we tend to get a bit, you know what I'm saying? United is sometimes, but
Mm.
Gakpo did score against us, but
What's he done
I'm not, I'm
since?
not, I'm not, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. When he signed for Liverpool, I was upset. I wanted him at United. I proper like rated Gakpo. I still do, but I don't think his football suits Liverpool. It suits the club style. Sooner or later, he's gonna be injured, bro. For some reason, I just have a feeling because look at Liverpool's lineup. They've got one of the best attacking like quartet 4,
Yeah,
5.
in the league.
You
Easy.
know what I mean? Like they should be up the table, Jay. They should be doing much better than where they are.
Mm.
So I ain't gonna lie. Liverpool fans are gonna say we're united, so we're getting onto their players, but I don't think Gakpo's been that great, mate.
He's
I
been
don't think,
rubbish.
you know what I mean? I don't think he's the player I thought he would be if he came to United. That's just my opinion. I think he would have been a way better player if he was playing with the lads. Lads. He had the rat kit on. You know what I mean, Jay?
I,
But
I, I think for the firepower that they have,
yes.
definitely should have had a better season. But I don't think they're to blame because it's their firepower which got them even into thinking about top four. It's
Mm,
behind that. The midfield's dead. The defense is just tired.
it's true.
But if they can sort out their midfield next season, I fully expect Liverpool to be back in that mix for top four because the firepower that they have. If Nunes can get more clinical at finishing, that
And he
is a
will
problem.
2 years in
That
the
is a
Prem. I expect better
huge
from him.
problem.
I said this from the get-go. Remember, Jay? I
Mm.
expect more from him. I expect give him a bit of time on the clock. I expect more
Because
next season.
17 goals, yeah, and you've missed sitters,
Exactly.
absolute sitters. Once he gets that ironed out of his game, that is going to be a gunman striker. Not going to say he's on the level of Haaland, but it'll be just below. Just below because,
Getting the goals to be up there, fighting, challenging.
100%.
I know,
100%.
agree. But it's the if.
100%.
It's the if.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean, innit, bro? Because he's rough
It's a big
diamond.
if,
If
yeah.
you can get that diamond out of him, innit? It's
Mm,
a challenge, bro. It's a challenge, innit?
mm.
But
But
I agree with you,
yeah,
bro.
man.
I agree.
What did I say?
That,
E. Yeah, E
yeah,
for
I said
Liverpool.
the D. But touching on Van Delegate, aka Van Dijk, I think Konate's had a better season than him. Way
I
better
think
season.
Konate and Matip have had a better season than him.
I think Konate carried that Liverpool defense. That's just
Yeah,
why
100%.
I think he showed why they got him. Like, you know what I mean? I was thinking why they get
100%.
this young player, but he's proved it this season because he kept them
Mm.
through that rocky times. He's solid. When Gomez was doing, I don't know what he was
Oh,
on the
mate.
league stuff. You know what I said, Jay? You man remember what Danny Welbeck did to him? Oh my God, he took
Oh,
his
my.
soul
Hey,
away.
listen.
And yeah, his season been over since that little episode, yeah. And then Matoma made man do the dandy shandy, bro. Hey, you remember what Matoma did to man, bro? After that,
he made Joe Gomez do the twerk, man.
all
That
right.
man,
Now you
that
remember
man was twerking.
that shit. I'm telling you, bro. It was a common theme though, going on at Liverpool, because Van Dijk started it, Sancho did it, and man was I don't know what he was doing.
Oi, Sancho sent my man to the shops. How can we forget that? Sat man on his bum and told you, I'm going to read you a bedtime story.
Oh my God!
Hey,
So from then it was just Kanate came then, like I said, and he for me, he's the one that stood up. Why they
yeah,
even came in with a shout, bro. So I have to
I
give him
agree.
his ratings, bro. Players like that don't get their credit. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel over the game. We give players like that their credit, man. Liverpool fans should be proud of that man there, bro. Kept them going in hard
Yeah.
times.
All right. So you said D. I'm gonna give them an E. On to these next two teams. We might have to consider their membership in the Big Six.
Who's that? Name names, man. Who's that?
Next team, boy. Just to throw this out there, we've mentioned one team that finished in the top four last season that won't be playing Europa League football. The next two teams we mentioned now finished in the top four last season, but they're not even going to be seeing European football next season. They're going to be playing one game a week.
Oh yeah.
This team,
Right?
this team were in the top four race for the majority of the season. I would say 93% of the season. I
Yeah.
had them down to win the league at the start of
Oh
the
yeah.
season.
Told you that was a big statement, Jay.
Hey,
Gonna come
hey,
back. Always gonna,
hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. That was always gonna come back to you. Still, can't
hey.
lie. Never gonna happen, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur. How, mate?
Tottenham
What a
bottlers.
fall off! What a fall off. They were in the top 4 mix all season.
I had them. I had them top 4, I think, from the kickoff.
Yeah,
Conte,
same. Yeah.
Conte, surely I had them certified top 4 on the Conte. I had them definitely finishing top 4. Plus, he got a few players through the door. Penticure, you know what I mean? Like, got a few guys that he can work with that I know his players, Kulisevsky. You know what I mean, Jay? You know what I'm saying? So,
Perisic.
yeah, bro, I had them certified top 4, can't lie. But once again, Tottenham doing Tottenham things, innit? You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, come on, you know.
I can't. Harry Kane, 30 league goals.
Nah,
But
rates for that, man. Big up Harry. I know Jay, but come on, man. 30 goals in the Prem is an achievement, Jay. It's a hard league, man. Gotta give him his credit. Only
apparently he
five
scored
Prem.
in. I think he's the first player. I think he equaled Andy Cole's record of scoring in 26 of the 38 league games.
See what I'm saying? Goes under the radar, innit? Because Haaland don't have the stat like that.
Yes,
He gets his
exactly.
goal in bulks, like you say. But Harry's finally done it, down. He shows he can decide games, Jay. That's how I rate Harry, man, from day
Oh,
one.
well, the sad games.
Yeah, he
What
proved
games
it
has
this
he
season.
decided?
Jay, I took a stripe off for the World Cup. I just mentioned that. But see this season, I gave him back one. I took 3 away. I gave him one. You know, that. Like, he got a little, come on, man. That's an achievement,
I
Jay.
can't give the man to me.
Yeah, I
It's
hear you.
empty. It's empty calories, isn't it? Because goals. The primary point of scoring goals is to win football matches.
True.
And if your goals are not winning football matches, what are you doing? I don't like the way people like to separate Harry Kane from Tottenham. He's a part of the team.
It's his
He,
goals.
he
His goals.
is
His goals.
he's the same man that whose head drops when they're still losing games as well. Big games, Harry Kane goes missing for Tottenham as well. Let's keep it real.
True.
Like if you just the only time I've seen him score in a big game that's mattered in his career was against Arsenal at White Hart Lane. That North London derby, what, 9 years ago.
Oh, that
That's
curler.
it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Harry.
That's it. Full credit for becoming Tottenham's all-time goal scorer. Respect, because he's done that in less than a decade, I think.
Mm.
Respect. But you're one after. You're not even a captain, but you're one of the most senior pros in the team. What are you doing in that dressing room to get the players G'd up? You're part of that losing mentality.
It's true.
They have quality in that team.
Conte said it. These men don't like playing in pressure games. They like playing.
There
They
you
just
go.
like cruising.
There
They
you
can't
go.
take pressure. They don't
So
like
that's
playing.
why, and this is why I don't want Harry Kane coming to Man United.
You saying he's soft, like he's not really
He's soft.
got that grit, like you know what I'm saying, Jay.
Because
I get
how
what you mean.
and,
You're worried that
and you know
when
what?
it matters, he ain't gonna turn up.
And what did you say about Harry Kane right after the World Cup? You said if he was playing for Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, he slaps that penalty in no problem.
Because the pressure is there constantly, and he's used to it.
Exactly. You see, if Rashford was taking that penalty, goes in. He's been in them big pressure situations. That is
PSG.
Harry Kane's big. Like some man would even looked at that World Cup quarterfinal as a big pressure situation because they've played in bigger situations than that.
Thank you, Jay. It's calm, cold
That
as
was
ice.
Harry Kane's biggest moment of his career. That's the difference.
Today, yes, I agree.
He's
Today,
too
yes.
cushy. He's too cushy playing for Tottenham. He likes it there. Where he's the man. He's the god. They're
No
probably going to
pressure.
build a statue outside that stadium for him.
You say, Jay, no pressure, no demands.
No
We're
pressure.
not in Euro, we're not in Champions League.
Think
Oh,
about it this
so,
way, yeah.
yeah.
How many they've lost to Brent? What did they lost to? They lost to at home Bournemouth. That was on the back page of the news the next day. That was on like the fifth to the back page because Chelsea probably lost, or Arsenal drew, or United won. They like it. There's no pressure on them. Eric Dyer, if he played for a top team, would have been getting pillared, just like Harry Maguire every week. Because he plays for Tottenham, he gets away with it. Eric Dyer will be starting for Tottenham next season, you know.
I agree, Jay. I fully agree. If he played for a bigger club, like even United, oh my gosh, he will get kicked.
Getting
The
it
thing,
every week.
And not the
Every
things he
week,
does on a football pitch. It's just embarrassing, bro.
criminal,
I
criminal.
agree. It's true though, but Conte, he let the pigeons out, innit? You know, he let the cats out.
He knows. It's
Cats amongst the
weak,
pigeons. He just said it. He said it
weak.
straight.
They're
There's no
soft.
point me trying to manage these guys. They don't like playing on the.
They have no
He's
heart.
basically saying, I got my career to think about. And you man are gonna let me, no, I get it. I get it though. There was some truth in what he said. It's just his delivery. The way he said it was unprofessional. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
England. Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta respect the players. They're professional. Keep it in house. But I must
Oh,
say,
Sevilla won the Europa League on penalties.
yeah, I saw that, man. Jose was distraught, man. Pure
Hey,
misses for Roma, bro. But yeah,
what was it?
yeah, but yeah,
Hey, but
yeah, bro.
anyway, I've got to look at it this way, yeah. You brought like let's keep it real. Tottenham are not a big club in my eyes. They just got they're not.
Jay,
Here's
they've
why I
been in
say they're
Champions
not.
League regular though for the last how many years? I think they've earned the right to be mentioned in this
Big
to
club,
sit at the
yeah.
table, sit at the top six table. I think they earned the right. Over the past say to 5 years, they've constantly been in Champions League. They've been in Champions League
That to
prior.
me,
Yeah,
that's cool. They're not a big club in my eyes. I've grown up when I've seen them in a relegation battle, bro. I've seen them. They've been rubbish. Like they've never
for
won
me
a
they
league
are.
in
They're
my.
not.
They've never
They're,
come
they're
close
not.
to winning a league in my lifetime. They
Nah, it's
what?
true.
Their last trophy was 15 years ago.
It seems so far
Like,
now, innit?
let's keep it real. Like,
Ramos.
there's levels inside that big six. They're the little cousin that no one plays with, but you have to play with them
Yeah,
because
they're just
you don't want to see
there,
them alone, innit? Yeah.
innit? Yeah,
Arsenal, I've seen win trophies. Liverpool, I've seen win trophies. I've seen Chelsea, City, United. Tottenham are just there because they've got money and a stadium
I hear you.
and they play nice football. That's it.
That's it. It's nothing, innit?
But like in that, I've seen Swansea win a bloody Carabao Cup. I've seen Leicester win a Prem. I've seen Leicester win an FA Cup and get relegated, and we're still talking about Tottenham being a top six team.
That's true.
Run it, man. Knock it all down. Slap.
But,
Get rid of
but
whatever needs to be got rid of, and just build
I
again,
think the
mate.
players need to be moved on, man. Son was
100%.
embarrassing this season. He gets away with it. Last season there was debate: is he world class? Yeah, he's world class. So how come he don't get criticised as these were other so-called world class players? Because the season he had, it's embarrassing for his standard, for a world class player's standard.
That's true.
He shouldn't be playing like that. You know what I mean, Jay? Surely the team demand more from you, bro, as a world class player. But because for me, he's borderline. He's a good player, brilliant footballer. But for me, yeah, last season I said
Ah,
he might be world class after them 20 goals from open play.
Golden
So
Boot.
he could be a world class player here, but like I say, a lot of fans were saying he's already world class. He's been world class. I was like, whoa, you know what's there? I was like,
I
okay,
think I think world class players cannot have a one bad season. It cannot. It's happened in the past, innit? I'll give Son a blight because he's been world class for a few seasons.
you see what I
I
mean,
think
Jay?
we've even said it on the pod where he could be one of those players that could easily go to one of the elite clubs in Europe and start. So
There you
this
go.
season's
That's
been a bad season.
arguably for me, because when you're world class, even if you're having a bad season, yeah, you got to score important goals or you got to decide important games. So you get a pass. You know what I mean? You don't have to be consistent, like you say, every year, every year. Some years you might have a different season, but you're still deciding games, Drake. That's what world
Mm,
class players do. You know what I'm trying to say, man? If you get what I mean, you might not be brilliant, but you're still the difference when it matters. Like you're gonna have a
mm.
few man of the match performances. You know what I'm trying to say, bro?
Oh,
And
definitely,
he ain't had one
definitely.
in a minute. This is what I'm saying, Jay. He ain't had one in a minute, bro. No word of lie, bro. He ain't had one in a minute. Like when I
That's
watch Totti,
true.
he's always Harry. As bad as things is, Harry, you know what I mean? He had a few man of the match performances. Where's some, bro? Been missing all season, Jay. We have to touch
I
on the
can't.
player. We gotta be balanced. We do it for the
It's
other
true.
teams. We gotta touch on them. He's been missing. At least Kulusevski's been injured, so he's been in and out of the team. So you know what I'm trying to say. But Son is the next one. Richarlison don't even get a look in.
Hey, Richarlison, that's the flop of the season for me because one goal.
Embarrassing, innit? I know all that hype going to Totti. He didn't even get a look in, Jay. He couldn't even get in the team. Remember,
60 million.
He put that statement out. He said, I don't know why he don't pick me. He's like, Conte don't even get. Conte is ruthless.
That's true, you know. He is.
He's ruthless manager, you know, Jay.
He is.
You know what I mean? He went all out to get this guy. And look how he treats him. Basuma
And look
as
how
well.
good Richarlison played at the World Cup.
Yeah, bro. Basuma. People was
What's that guy from Nottingham Forest they got? Jed Spence. Is it Jed Spence? Not even a... Wait. That guy's in the basement, tied up to the boiler, bro.
See what I'm saying, bro? Leave the ease, bro. We did it with Basuma as well with Sam McBride. Was like,
Yeah, I think he said, I think
player.
Conte said, that's not my signing.
See what I mean, Jay? Straight up. He's ruthless, bro. Because we didn't see Basuma. We was thinking Basuma might go Liverpool. I'll take him at United.
Yep.
Where's he gone, bro? We don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't really rate Højbjerg. I ain't gonna lie. He ain't my cup of tea. I'm more a Bentancur type of player. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna farm and have a bit of finesse about you, bro. I don't really rate my man. But a lot of fans do. Fair play. But apart from that, their team is just average. It's a mediocre team, bro. For me. It's just an
and then getting in Ryan Mason to like he's gonna do anything.
They deserve to finish.
Did he even win a game?
Yeah.
Oh, the final game, innit? That's it, innit?
Yeah, he beat Leeds still. Drew United, that was a big result for him.
So, and lost at home to Brentford after taking the lead. Hey, they went from being in the top 4 race to not being in Europe at all next season.
I'm gonna give them.
What grade are you giving them?
E.
Ooh.
They failed the assignment, bro. They come on, man. They failed, Jay. They're worse than Liverpool. At least Liverpool's had a little bit like I say in it. They turned up with a few of the questions. Tottenham turned up talking about stuff that happened a year ago, bro. You know like that, Jay. Like you come to the lesson, like you don't even know what's going on. Where are they? 8th? Yeah, 8th. Yeah, bro. Come on, man. From top 4 to 8th.
I'm gonna go. I think to be what they were projected to do at the start of the season, potentially outsiders to win the league, to then be in the top 4 race all season, then to suddenly just drop off and miss out on Europe completely, I've got to give them an F. They are worse than Liverpool, way worse than Liverpool. And the only reason we're not talking about Tottenham is because their London rivals, who we're going to talk about next, had a much worse season than them. Tottenham's season is disgraceful on so many levels.
They get a failure, innit? They get F from me, but I get you though.
Like, it's been an absolute failure. And if there's a season where, like, even Pochettino said this team needs to be rebuilt. He said that after the Champions League final, 2019. There's still players that are still there now from that Champions League final.
You need to move them on.
This is a sign. Get rid. Get a manager in. If you have to get rid of Kane, just add a fresh coat of paint to this whole thing now. Do it. These men are used to being losers. Like you say, the culture needs to be reset at Tottenham. There's no winners in that team at all. They know every week when they turn up, all right, if we win, it's good. But if we lose, we know we're all right because we always know there's that team in West London that are just going to lose as well. They'll take the heat off us. Good.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Get these men out. Yeah, Tottenham get an F for me. Straight.
E for me. E.
F man, they
No, they
just
failed. They
beyond
failed, but
failed.
it could be all right for them if United lift the FA Cup. They still could get a conference, so that's why they get E, potentially conference.
Mm. Hey, on to the next team.
What team's this?
Um, they a year ago today, funny enough, their new owner officially took charge of this club.
Wow.
Yep. He said he wanted to bring an all-star game to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Apparently, he told the manager at the time, I want to play 4-4-3. He said he's going to invest in the team.
Which he did. Give him credit.
He did. Give him credit.
He did.
He invested over 2 windows, £600 million. Over the course of the season, 4 different managers, and they finished the lowest they finished in 28 years.
Wow. Wow.
The
Bro.
only London club that finished below West Ham, behind Chelsea, were West Ham. But we're going to give West Ham a blight because this time next week, they're going to be playing in the European final.
True. So they get a pass.
They get a pass. In case you don't know who we're talking about, we're talking about Chelsea, aka West London Blues, aka West London Cowboys, as some people call them.
Yeah, that sounds better. I agree with that.
You've been one of the harshest critics of Chelsea all
So
season.
I'm
All
just gonna
season.
go straight in there and grade them.
Yep,
If you
go
want.
ahead.
They're
Go
getting a
ahead.
U ungraded. Bro. You cannot grade Chelsea, bro. Serious, they're getting a U ungraded, bro. You know, like Chelsea signed up for the course and didn't turn up at all, bro. They didn't. And Chelsea fans know this is no word of lie. They did not turn up, bro. They finished below Crystal Palace, bro. Crystal Palace Football Club finished above Chelsea. I know a lot of Palace fans frame that, and they would have got that, bro. 600 million spent, yeah, on a squad that was world champions.
That is
Don't
very
forget.
true.
Don't forget.
Only March last year they were crowned world champions. Was it March? Early
So,
part of last year.
so it's not just 600 million on a, say, how can I put it, say like a struggling team. No, you're world champions. You just won the Champions League 2 seasons ago at the point that, you know what I'm trying to say, when the money was spent. So it's ain't a rubbish team that you're spending this money on.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're competing for titles using the FA Cup final, the League Cup final.
That's true.
You get where I'm coming from, Jay. So your team can't be that rubbish, and you've invested 600 million on top of that team, and you finished 12, bro. That's ungraded, bro. That is a youth level. That is embarrassing. I've never seen Chelsea this rubbish ever since I've been watching the Prem. Even back in the day, yeah, when they was just a cup team, when they was dead in the Premier League, yeah, they did not finish 12, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, bro. I can go back as far as LeBeuf and Desai and them man there, bro. Them man are not finishing 12, bro. Think about it. Di Matteo and them man ain't finishing 12, bro.
Hey,
Think about it. And that's old school autoglass stuff. We're talking about Jerry Franco and them man. Them man, they see this team now. What did Drogba say? Man said, I don't even recognize my team, bro. It's like, what is this? It's like, I don't recognize this Chelsea. Basically, what man saying, that ain't the Chelsea I play for. Delete that. Man saying, delete this season, bro. Big man thing, Jay. Come on, man. What can you say? We can go on all night about Chelsea making stupid decisions, bringing in players that don't even fit their system, their style of playing. They got some guy from Ukraine. They need to get their money back. They need a refund because what is going on there, Jay? Come on, man. Like, let's be real, Jay. Like, I'm not like I know Chelsea fans are gonna say, yeah, we're going in and them, but let's be real, bro. What grade can you give Chelsea? Because we've never seen Chelsea this rubbish ever. Not I haven't. Let's be real. Yeah, bro. Like Chelsea fans, don't shoot the messenger, bro. I'm just stating the facts. Get me, bro. Ungraded, man. You
So you're
done.
giving them a U,
Yeah, bro.
unclassified.
Yes, bro. Like you get what I'm trying to say, like, bro. Like they're ungradable, bro. There's no letter in
I,
the alphabet. Real talk.
I've got to give Chelsea a U. I have to as well
Come on.
because how do you how like I don't get it. Like there's all these things about the owner leaving and this new guy coming in, but the players that they even brought in, minus you could say Mudryk, they're all good enough players to at least have a positive impact on the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. They're not
Like
Chow Felix, Enzo, ballers. I agree, Jay. That's
I
it
would have
though.
loved, I would have loved Koulibaly at United or
Yeah, but
Badashili.
I bet-
But here's where I go. It's all on the manager's door and
which one?
the
Which one?
director of football. Which one?
Which one? Which one's been four, mate?
Hey,
Don't forget. There been four of them. So which one is it?
anything after Tuchel, because if it weren't for Tuchel's 11 points,
I,
Chelsea would have got relegated.
in a different conversation right now. You know
Hey,
that was there. It might
hey, if
have to do
Potter got the
evidence.
job from the start of the season, we could have been having a different conversation right now.
A majority of Chelsea fans have to agree with that. They know
Exactly.
deep down.
Is if Frank Lampard took that job 3 weeks earlier, he'd have possibly relegated two teams in one
Oh,
season, bruv. I'm gonna say. But it comes down to how can you bring in so many players and not get rid of players that don't want to be there?
makes no sense.
That you're setting up players to fail in it. I mean, the manager to fail. Like Tuchel, credit to him, he was making up noise about what was going on throughout the summer.
True.
There was no plan in signings, like and whatever. Then you got rid of him. Fair enough. I think some players played a part in that as well.
True. We got to be a balance here, yeah. So
Yeah.
to cut, but for the love of the game, yeah. Like you said, how you getting rid of Tunchu? That's just because you mentioned him quickly. Yeah, this guy was willing to take the bus to games. You know, when the club was getting sanctioned, this guy was saying,
But
"I'll drive the bus." But yeah, bro.
but I will say this, and I'm gonna keep it balanced because a lot of Chelsea fans say, "Oh, we should have never sacked Tuchel." Go back to the last quarter of last season. Were Chelsea really that good? Were Chelsea playing well? They weren't.
They weren't.
They
But they had
weren't.
good defensive record. Jay. That's
Exactly.
the MO in it. Yeah. So we got to
But
balance.
that started to fade because the first 50 games, we've seen that stat, the first 50 games, for they let in hardly any goals. It was less than 20, I think.
Yeah.
The next 50 games, they let in almost a goal a game.
Yeah, it's that guy. I agree.
So
Yeah.
it started drifting. But still, you give him grace. He's won you the Champions League, Club World Cup champions. You give him grace, innit? What did I say when the new owner took over? Watch out for Tuchel's job
Mm.
because he'll want to bring in his own man.
Yeah, you said that. Facts. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Tuchel's gone.
yeah.
Tuchel's gone. Everything after that was an absolute disgrace. How can you sack Thomas Tuchel and expect to bring in Potter and Barry?
You have to mention Barry Rogers, bro. You have to. That's gonna be the best job he's ever had in his life. I told Chelsea
Like,
fans, they didn't believe it. Barry will never have a job like that again.
how
Barry.
can you expect anything from Harry Potter and Barry Rogers?
It just sounds like a an indie band, as they were
Bruv,
saying.
it sound like a failed episode of Only Fools and Horses.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like,
Oh my
how can you
God.
expect
That was
anything from them two? Like, I, I,
crazy. It's crazy.
under the old regime, you sack a winner, you bring in another winner.
Facts. Within a week or two. Not even long. Definitely
You
within a
sacked, you sacked a winner, and you brought in a man that's never been like when he said he's never been to a Champions League game before. I knew Chelsea were done. I knew it.
That was so embarrassing.
I knew it was done because that there. If I'm a player in that dressing room, I'm thinking this guy's he's out of his depth. He's
Straight
a loser.
away, innit?
Respect gone.
It's true, man.
Who
And
says that?
like you said, Jay, he's so silly with the media. Yeah, he fell for it. They set the trap for him and he just took it. You know what I mean? He goes, "Oh yeah, I've never been to one of these games before. Never been to a Champions League game, bro. Come
Even if
on,
you've never been for a game,
come on.
bruv, someone in Chelsea's media
You
department
know
said,
what I mean?
"Don't say that.
Yeah,
No
don't
matter
mention
what you
that.
do, don't even
Like
mention that."
that. Oh, Potter, man. Potter. I get you, Trey. I agree with you. That was a silly decision. You know, I was never a
And
fan
then,
of that.
and then they mirrored exactly how Brighton played. Played decent up to the box, but when it comes to scoring a goal, Brighton didn't seem to know what they were doing. Didn't they not win a game for? And why is everyone surprised that Chelsea didn't win a game for how long?
3 months.
Brighton went 3 months last season without winning the Premier League game.
Facts, bro. Swept under the carpet. And it happened at
Exactly,
Chelsea.
because it was Brighton. But you see, he done the same thing at Chelsea. Not even a whisper about his job until it got a bit too much. Until the noise was a bit too much.
Yeah, he got toxic at the bridge.
Oh, mate,
He got very toxic at the bridge, man. He had to go, Jay.
he had
When
to go.
people was getting at Bowley, and you know to sit next to Bowley or above where Todd is, you gotta be spending the big bucks, mate.
Exactly.
You know? so
Exactly.
to have a conversation with Todd, it doesn't look good. I remember when that fan was, "Oi, Todd, what are you doing, mate?" that made the front page news. It was getting toxic there, man.
And then you go from sacking Potter, and you have the pick of the litter in terms of managers you can go and get that are available. You know,
after
that
the
are
World Cup.
available. And I'm gonna go back to the old regime. The old regime would have said, you know what? We're gonna pick our man for the summer, but we're gonna get a decent guy. Goose Hiddink was always the go-to guy.
Yeah. Of course, come on, this boss
Steady the
stuff,
ship.
boss movements, Jay. So the boss
Steady the
always have
ship.
to play. Yeah, you always have the, it's
You know what I
chess.
mean? But he
You
would have
can't
had his
get back
manager in his place, or if he was bad enough, he would have got his manager in straight away.
on the blower. Gus, come and look after the thing until so and so is
Yeah.
ready. You know, like that. I agree fully. I agree.
Apparently, this man Todd Bowie had lunch with James Corden, and James Corden said to Todd Bowie, "Go and get Super Frank."
That'll get the
He
fans
knows
back on board. I
Yeah,
agree
that'll get
with you. I fully this is why I agree with that. And I saw the reports and I totally got it. What you said, Jay. I agree because the fans the club was broke.
toxic.
You know what I mean? The club was literally broken down the court. The fans hated their manager. Literally coming there making up songs about you. You don't know what you're doing and stuff. You're rubbish. How can you go to a game to enjoy? You know what I'm saying? Trying out your own manager, bro. So I fully see why that story broke. It makes perfect sense, bro.
Yep. And they thought it was gonna be the Cinderella ending to the season.
Yeah, just straight. Yeah, true.
It was even worse. It was even worse. One win.
God, how many games?
It must be 13 or 14 or 15 games. One win.
Embarrassing.
Disgrace. Disgrace.
It is.
Chelsea fans bantering themselves at ground. Like, We're shit and we know we are. We're shit and we know we are. They were singing that.
You're not special. You get battered every
But
week.
every week. Oh,
God, how can you come to Old
a
Trafford saying that? No, you can't do that.
Club World Cup champions a year earlier. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna get into Chelsea. They are a U. The most
100%.
disgraceful
I
showing
agree.
from a Big Six team in Prem
Ever,
history. We've
ever.
been rubbish for the last decade, but we ain't finished outside seventh.
Exactly. As bad as it is. As bad as it is.
We've only gone one season without European football.
As bad
That's
as
it.
things, Jay.
As
We're
bad
not
as things are,
below Crystal Palace. You know what I mean?
exactly.
No disrespect to Palace, man, them FC. We love Palace, you get me? But it goes to show Palace ain't got the budget like these big clubs. They have no right finishing nowhere near Chelsea. They shouldn't even be in a conversation with Chelsea.
It's like Burnley finishing above Man United.
You know what I'm trying to say, Dre? We shouldn't even be nowhere near the budget that we have. Our bench players' wages alone probably cover Crystal Palace.
Exactly.
You know what
And
they
when
wage?
and when you understand it, like I remember Stamford Bridge to be a fortress. Teams couldn't win there. I remember they went 4 years without losing a game at home.
Fortress. I was watching Brighton play at the Bridge. I was thinking, who's at home, mate? I was thinking, whose
Exactly.
stadium is this, mate? They
Nottingham Forest even got
Potter gave them the keys or something. I
yeah.
don't know what Potter did when he went there,
Nottingham
bro.
Forest come there, got a point. You know, every who didn't come there, Everton even got a point there.
See what I'm saying? It's true, you know, when you think about it. Everyone had a good day at
Bottom
Chelsea.
of the league, Southampton, who finished with what 24 points, almost an eighth of their points came from doing the double over Chelsea.
Home and away they won.
There you
Embarrassing.
go.
Embarrassing, Jay. Now
A
that you've
U.
mentioned it, I'm thinking, who did Chelsea actually beat at home this season? That matter. Probably Leicester or West Ham or something like that. Relegation fighting teams, bro. Big man
Mm,
thing when you think about it, you know, the Bridge has seen plenty of losses this season. I wonder
shocking.
why they made up them so
Shocking.
embarrassing, isn't
But I think they'll be back next season. But we'll leave that for when we're back
it? Yeah, bro,
in
they
August.
ungraded, bro. Them men are ungraded. They have to apply again, fill out the application, wait for a reply, all of that, bro. It's gonna take long for Chelsea to come back in these conversations, these top six. I'm telling you, Jay, they have to wait, you know, to do 5 working days and that. You gotta get back to them, man. I'm telling you, you see, like Arsenal was, they had to trickle their way back up
Mm,
the league, gain that respect back, get the right signings. It's gonna take a while, bro. But to be fair, in their favor, they got money in it. They got budget. They got investors. They got a good owner that swindling the system and getting people in. But let's see how summer plays out, innit? The
yeah,
summer recruitment is going to be very important, Chelsea. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's what goes out.
Yeah, bro, what goes
I
out
think
don't
that.
matter. What goes out don't matter because they can't play for Chelsea no more. I'm talking about the players they have now is not getting them top four. As good
You
as we
think?
think they are, Jay, yes, Jay, they haven't got a squad, Jay. You need a team. They're not a team. It's just pure individuals thrown together, misfits.
Poch can mold that into a team.
They got Lewis Hall. He's better than Cucurella, but yet Cucurella's in the team for 65 million. He's playing, bro. You know, like little things like that. They got Mudrick. Where's he gonna play on the left, bro? He's 80 something million. Then they got Sterling that wants to play on the left. Then they got, you know what I'm trying to say, bro?
Mm,
It's just pure misfits, mismatch. So let's see if Poch can mold a team out of it. And then after 5 working days, they might get email back and say, I'm coming for an interview. They ain't ready, my brother. For me, anyway, my opinion, Chelsea's finished, bro. You ain't
I
going from
think.
12 back to top four. No, Jay.
I
It's gonna
think.
be
Yeah. I think they'll be back next season. I think it's they'll.
fair.
I
You
think
give
they'll
them
be
hope.
back next season.
You can give them hope. They ain't getting no hope right there, bro. You know, yo,
But that is our letter grades for the big six. Let us know if you agree with ours in the comment section below. Also, you can leave your own letter grades for the top six. But we are going to do team of the year. But I want to do, who do you think has been the biggest overachievers? Could say surprise packages, and who's been the biggest flops this season in the Prem?
overachievers. Oh, it's very close, but I'm gonna give it to Eddie Howe, Newcastle. You know what I mean? But his first go at it, his first full go at it with the new owners, he's achieved it in his first goal. So a lot of people are gonna say Brighton, etc. But for me, where Newcastle was when Eddie took over, brilliant job, mate. There was a relegation battling team, bro. They ain't won in how long, and now look where they are. And so, yeah, for me, they are the overachievers. And the biggest flop, we already know who the flop is, unless we're gonna X them out of this one. Come on, Jay, man. Everyone that loves football know who's the flop,
Ah,
man. Come on, 12. So if we're gonna take them out, let me see if I can see who else is. You know what I'm trying to say? Been a flop. Leicester, innit? Leicester. Come on. You know what I mean? Leicester, that's the
yeah,
only other team I can say because what they've achieved, innit? In that
mm,
space of time and what they gave us, the Conte, the Mahrez, the Vardys, you know what I'm saying? To get
that's true.
relegated, Madders getting relegated, Tillemans, that is a big flop for me, still can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Um, I think I had Newcastle finishing fifth or something, pushing top four. So I'm not gonna have them in the biggest overachievers. I'm gonna pick another team, and it's a toss up between Brighton and Aston Villa
Mm. I'll
because
give
De
Villa over
Zerbi,
Brighton. Yeah.
De Zerbi had a decent Brighton, but he made them a good team.
Nah, property.
But what my man's done, Emery's done with Aston Villa,
Incredible.
doesn't get spoken about enough.
It's
It
true.
really doesn't.
It's
Villa
true.
were relegation fodder.
Relegation. They were certified relegation. A lot of people
Yeah,
had them gone at one point.
they were they where Everton finished. That's where Everton and Villa played each other at one point in the season, and whoever
Yeah,
won would have come out of the relegation zone.
exactly. That's why he got
He
sacked. I
picked
think. Valid point, you know. I think, yeah.
he picked them up. They went on a run. I think only the top three have picked up more points since Emery took over than Aston Villa.
Yeah.
And to
3 points
even
about
get
every
to the
night.
point,
Your facts, Jay. You picked up 49. You picked up 53.
to
Crazy.
even get to the point where at some point some people even mention Champions League,
It's true.
I can't even knock it. That he's had an amazing season with that Villa team.
I agree.
But again, I'm gonna go to the Zerbi just because that Aston Villa team at the start of the season, everyone was like, okay, cool. Europa Conference League, that squad's good enough to finish there.
Compete.
Emery got them there.
Yeah, it's
Emery
true,
got
Jay.
them there.
It's true.
Cool. He
So,
done a good rescue job. There's no one thought Brighton, especially after Potter
no,
left,
no,
was
no.
gonna do
I
what
didn't
they
see
done.
it. No,
Didn't see it coming
didn't see it coming. They
at
could have
all.
scored for shite, Dre. They had Mopay. Man got rid of Mopay real fast.
The fact and bro, Trossard left in January. De
Exactly.
Zerbi dropped him, said if you don't want to be here, so I'm not gonna pick him.
Straight.
Moses Casado was all doing Facebook posts talking about his 10 brothers, his
And
11
he did the same
sisters.
thing with
I
him.
just need to move. He dropped him and said if he's here on February the 1st, then I'll start playing him.
Yeah, I respect
Got
it.
rid of Trossard, then Matoma. I don't know where they picked up. Where did they find Matoma?
I know it. The Zerbi
Basuma
saw
left
it.
in January. Casado and who? I don't even know. Solly March has suddenly become Frank Lampard.
Crazy.
And
Crazy.
CISO 19, where the hell did they pick him up from?
Crazy.
Estupinian. From
Crazy.
where?
Under
After
the big
Cucurella's
squad
gone.
Emirates.
Listen,
Ferguson. Bula.
exactly.
They got some ballers, you know, Jay. I don't know how they
Listen,
did it.
I've never seen a team go to Stamford Bridge and the Emirates and play both Arsenal and Chelsea off the park like Brighton did.
Don't mention City. Them many shots on target, bullied them, even though City already won the league. But seeing City under the cosh like that was like, whoa,
Exactly.
whoa. This team ain't holding back. They
Did
ain't
the
got
same thing to Tottenham, but they got robbed against Tottenham.
Yeah, they did. They did. Blatantly, probably.
Blatantly.
Blatant, bro. I think
Brighton,
that's
to me,
why they didn't get top four, Brighton, you know. After that, they just had a bad run.
I think they had a lot of games to finish the end of the season. I think it was a lot for them. But to get European football, to get Europa League straight to the group stages, credit.
Gee, I agree.
Huge.
First in the history of the club. It was
Huge.
very close between him and Eddie, for me.
Yeah.
For my
I
agreement.
think
But yeah, I
what
agree with
Eddie's
you.
done has been amazing. It's been amazing. But
Everything you said about
Deserby,
Brighton, yeah. First in their history, bro. Never been in Europe ever. History of the club. Man, come in, yeah.
exactly.
Man, come in and straight away, you know. You have to
Bro,
give him it.
I ain't seen Danny Welbeck look this good since he was at United.
True. Roll back the years, innit?
Yeah.
Billy Gilmore. Oh my God.
What a player.
You
What
know what I
a
mean?
player.
Pascal Gross. You know I rated Gross for years, Dre. But he's showing his class now. Ball up. Pascal is just
Yeah, goalkeeper still bit suspect shot stopping wise, but his feet. He's a centre back. Yeah, he's like a centre back. So credit to Brighton. Hopefully, European football doesn't derail them too much next season. But credit to Brighton, man. To me, biggest overachievers, biggest losers. I'm gonna Chelsea, Leicester. We've said. You know what? I don't think there's anyone outside. It's got to be Chelsea or Leicester, isn't it? One out of the two, because
you know what I mean when you think about
to
it.
finish 12th is a disgrace, but to get relegated when you're better than pretty much every team in the bottom half, bar Chelsea, not good enough. Also, I want to give a shout out to Fulham as well.
Brilliant.
Fulham, all those little teams, Fulham, Brentford, they've upset the Premier League this season. Because everyone had Fulham to go down. Everyone had Fulham. Everyone said Mitrovic won't even get 2 goals.
Real
double figures.
Right. The start of the season. Right.
Them teams there, Palace.
They finished comfortable. Palace, Eze.
Hey, Roy Hodgson, kudos, bro. Because he's kept them up. Because they were going down. If the Lampard, Vieira stayed there. Said it. Sleepwalking towards relegation. My man said, I'm going back to my trusted source. Hey, Roy, what you doing? Come. And he just said, play. He let them play.
He did. He revert back to the team that gave Vieira the flowers. Man dropped Lukonga straight away, bro. Man dropped Lukonga. He turned up at Selhurst Park. You know, like that.
Yeah.
They say, you got the job, Roy. All right, take Lukonga out of the team.
Exactly, straight. Straight
up, bro. Back to
essay, a breachy essay, baller.
Back to
absolute baller. Credits for making the England squad. I hope they're not doing their typical thing of just picking a player for one game to stop him from playing for his actual country. We know what you do, FA. We've seen you do it.
Come on. It's true. But I think that's why they pick him, Jay, because they can see the youth's talented. So surely he's getting phone calls from other FAs around us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Football federations, etc. around. You know what I'm saying? Where his parents are from, we don't know. But you know what I mean, bro? Definitely getting phone calls. He's a baller. He hit double figures, man. He hit double figures in it in the Prem. 10 goals. He deserves it, man.
100%. Don't forget. And Bournemouth as well, man, for staying up. Gary O'Neill, what a job.
Definitely, Jay. For where they were, getting beat 9.
Hey, and Scott Parker said I feel sorry for these players because they're not good enough.
That was the first
Gary O'Neill said,
Conte, he had the first rant in it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry for my players, they're not good enough. And
Gary O'Neill said, yo, I think Gary O'Neill used that as fuel to them players.
Sure.
Yeah. And then look
Amazing
at
job.
Scott Parker. Walked
It's-
out, he got sacked by Bournemouth, ended up at Club Brugge, Champions League. Got sacked from
Man,
there as well.
but at least he managing the Champions League. You
Hey,
know
that's
what I
on his
mean?
CV, innit?
Yeah, bro. But
Hey,
I have to. That's a good point, Jay. Gary O'Neill. Everyone
Bournemouth,
had
yeah,
it down.
Bournemouth.
I had Bournemouth down.
Oh
Can't lie.
yeah,
I had them going down. Serious.
but credit to those teams there. Um, let's
Forest
get.
as well, Jay. Not to mention Forest
You
as
know
well.
what? Yeah, I think
Ratings,
this is the year of the underdog in the Premier League, innit?
bro. They came back.
You
I
can
had
even
them
go.
down. I had
Yeah,
them guys down at one point. So you have to give them.
the only thing that I said, the only reason I had them staying up was football heritage, innit?
Yeah,
Anything
yeah,
else?
yeah. Them
But
European
they
Cup.
done their job, man. They stayed up. Kudos
Yeah,
to
respect.
Forrest, Morgan Gibbs White, and Brennan Johnson, two man, and on Wingy, whatever his name is,
At
them
the end,
goals, yeah,
ooh, big
saved them,
goals at the end. I agree with you.
saved
Big
them,
goals, vital goals against
saved
big
them.
teams as well.
Exactly.
I
Didn't he
respect.
bag two at Stamford Bridge?
Yeah, back
And
against
he
Chelsea.
scored. Did he score the winner against Arsenal? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Oh,
say.
okay. Alright. Man
Alright,
said, man, done off the title race.
back the win
Hey,
against Liverpool
cool.
earlier
Hey,
in the season. You
hey,
scored important goals this season. So you have
hey.
to
Give
respect
it to them. All right. Let's get to the team of the year now.
big one. How do you fit them all in?
It's gonna be interesting what we pick here. Who have you got for goalkeeper?
It's a tricky one, because I know I'm a United fan and De Gea got the golden glove, but he's not even in goal for me. I ain't putting De Gea in goal, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna sound mad. It's probably one of the first time he's probably got the golden glove before, but he's been there a while. But bro, I'm going. Oh, it's a tricky one. I ain't gonna lie. I would have went Sanchez, but he lost his place. So I'm gonna have to go trusted and proven. I'm gonna go Edison. Edison.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go Edison. I know a lot of people went for Allison, but I don't think he was good enough for me.
I'm gonna go Aaron Ramsdale,
Hamster.
because he's made some big saves. Like
I agree,
Edison's.
but
Why I
he's
would never
making
pick
them
Edison is because
powerless.
Edison's shot stopping is so bad. It's just that City don't concede that many goals.
Yes. Yeah, he
Edison
comes
lets in a
off
goal every other shot that comes at him.
14.
Like,
He's
yeah,
got 14 in it. Him and he's got
yeah.
14. Yeah.
Why David De Gea would never win it. Like, he's terrible. Like,
I
he's the
know.
I don't.
I don't even call him.
If there's ever a Golden Glove that deserves to go to a back four, it's that one because he does not deserve to win it. Um, Aaron Ramsdale, I think he's made some big saves this season that
Porter.
have managed to get them points. His distribution erratic, but when it works, it works. I'm gonna go Aaron Ramsdale for goalkeeper. All right. Right back.
Trippier. Yeah, I'm gonna go Trippier.
Yeah, same man, same. Superb this season.
Yeah,
Absolutely superb.
you know what I mean, leader as well, captain,
Yeah,
got the armband. I think he
yeah,
took his game to another level. He's playing
100%.
more mature now for me. So I'm gonna go Trippier stuff.
So yeah, I agree. Centre backs.
This is where it's gonna get controversial, and a lot of fans are gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm.
gonna go Saliba. I don't go Saliba. I'm gonna go Saliba for what he did before the injury. I rated him before, so I'm gonna
Mm.
go Saliba still. He impressed me a lot this season. Stood out.
Who's your other
Stood out.
centre back?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me just check. Let me go back to my notes. Boy, it's a tricky one. Tricky one. You got to mention the Kanji. I know he ain't been great, yeah, but the reason why I'm gonna say John Stones is because it's not because of what he done at centre back. It's because of what Pep did with him and the role he played. And he's just a brilliant footballer. Like, as a centre back, he's a baller. So I'm gonna go Stones and Saliba in it. But Kanji has to get a mention. First season in the Prem, done well. Ain't the greatest of player, no reputation coming in. You know, he came under the radar, squad player at Dortmund. Came in and done all right, but Stones and Saliba. I say that's
I'm gonna go Saliba and Martinez.
How did I know it? I knew it.
There's no bias in this. I think
You sure, mate?
two of the best defenders in the league this season, easily. And you see what happens when they're both missing from their team. You see it. So I'm gonna go. What's his name? William Saliba. We don't know. He's always injured when it gets down to the crunch time. And Lissandro, no, that what's it's Lissandro Martinez, Leacher, my guy, two centre backs,
AKA the Butcher.
100%.
Manchester, Amsterdam, no more.
Yeah. Left back.
That's an easy one, Jay. Estepinian, man.
Ooh.
I have to. I'm just trying to balance it out and give everyone what the kudos. Like I went Trippy because he stood out at right back. I'm gonna go Estepinian. I can't go Luke Shaw because I know he's had a great season, but I can't go Luke Shaw because of that performance, bro. You know what I mean? And it hurts more when you're connected emotionally. So I'm gonna go Estepinian and that. I think he's brilliant, especially at the Emirates, scored a goal. Now I've seen him put in performances, man. He deserves to be in that
I'm
team.
gonna go Luke Shaw. I think he's overall he's had a better season at left back. I think he's even had run at centre back where he's been good.
I
But
don't
this is
know
his
about
best.
that.
I
He's
think
been good. He's been great.
this is his best season in a United shirt.
Think so?
Yeah.
No, not for me personally, but I'm just saying, as a left back, he's had a better season, bro. When he's at pure assists and that. But because this season he had to fill in, he done the job in it. I can see why you say one of his best seasons. Because he's been good. When he had to play centre back, he was good in it.
I think
he
with
performed.
fullback should always give you a solid 7 out of 10. I think he's had more 7 out of 10s this season at left back than the majority of left backs in the league.
I think Estepinian nips him for me, Jay. Because see, Estepinian, he affects the game at the other end as well. And it's him why Mitoma was playing like that, bro. You remember Mitoma had a mad link, bro. Crazy link, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you see Estepinian, don't be surprised. A big club will come in. And I'm telling you, they're not going to keep him for long. It's a baller, Jay. Levels, Jay. And you've got the engine as well to go back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, bro, I agree. I hear your point. Luke Shaw's been.
All right. We could do 4-3-3, yeah. 3 in midfield.
Easy, man. Rodri. I don't want to go too much City, but I always have to have an older that's accomplished. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I see football. Rodri gives my team balance. That's my first pivot there. Boom. KDB, because I don't want to go too much City. But this is a tricky one, isn't it? Because the next position is really my 10. Because KDB's at 8, he's gonna roll. You can see him as a 10, but that man go wing wherever, bro. But it's between Bruno and Odegaard. Let me just keep it 100. But I'm gonna give it to Odegaard. You know why? Because if I go Bruno, I'm gonna see bias in it. So I'm gonna give it to Odegaard. I'm being real, bro. If I give it to Bruno, people are gonna say I'm biased, which I don't think he deserves it because he didn't play in that position for majority of the season. So I think Odegaard deserves it. So it's Odegaard, KDB, and Rodri for me. Yeah. That's my free midfield. You know what I mean?
Alright. I I can't disagree with that three. That was gonna be my three. There's no way Bruno even sniffs this team, bro.
See what I mean?
Rodri, KDB, and De Bruyne, and Odegaard have been absolutely immense all season.
Mm.
Take Odegaard out of that Arsenal team, they are not scoring goals.
He deserves it. Odegaard. I
The
give him it.
like 100%. I can't knock it. Like he's been superb, absolutely superb. Um, those three, the best three in the middle this season, without not even close. There is no competition. I think only one would possibly be if you're to do a second team, you'd have Casemiro probably in there, maybe Bruno and a Casado or McAllister. You know what I mean? But
Gunda. I didn't want to go all three City
oh,
players.
Gundogan, of course, Gundogan's the only one that sniffs that free.
See what I'm saying?
That
But
is
I had
it,
to go
yeah.
with Rodri because I need a
Gundogan,
tackle.
what
Yeah,
a big game player! What a
exactly.
big game player!
I need a
Forgot
pivot
about
that
him, you
can
know.
tackle and can play ball.
Mm,
So I'm gonna go with Rodri, but I could easily put Gunda there, bro, if I'm all out
mm,
attacking. Like if I'm feeling nice on the day, you know, like that. I
mm.
just forget that tackling and just go all out attack. But Rodri deserves it, bro. He's had an amazing season. He's a
He
good
has.
football player, bro. He's a good player. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's a good player. Because I know, man.
I've seen
Baller,
some people
underrated.
say that Declan Rice is better than Rodri.
Never. Never,
Thank
bro.
you. That's all I've got to say about that. You
Rodri's a
go
baller.
watch. Something came out today on, and I saw the
Because you know where we are,
yeah,
Jay.
price,
Come on.
but it is what it
They'll
is.
never say that in Spain. Put it that
Never,
way.
never.
You know what I mean? You
Um,
gotta remember where we are at times. But yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Front three.
You know, bro, there's only one place to start, and I'm not going Haaland. Yes, he's down the middle, but there's only one position that a United player has to get
Oh,
in
here
my
we go.
team. And you know, on the left, Marcus, Born Red, Rashford, bro. You get me? Rashi, Haaland. But on the right, yeah, this is gonna be controversial because a lot of people gonna say you don't deserve it, but I'm gonna go Saka, innit? I'm gonna go Saka, Haaland, Rashid. That's my team, man. Done. Yeah, can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't. That was gonna be my three. I ain't gonna disagree with that. You know, I
You know what
can't
I mean?
disagree with that.
We deserve it. All
Um,
three of them.
yeah, I think Salah's had a bad season, but bagged 30. But Saka decides games, and he stepped up a lot this season. He's improved a lot. Might have been missing in crunch time, but
Yeah,
majority of the season he's decided games. So
true. He deserves
Haaland,
it.
Haaland just speaks for itself, innit?
You
Any
know
other
what I mean?
season it would have been Kane, but
That's
Haaland's
what I'm gonna
a
say, yeah,
monster.
because this team, yeah, I shared it, and a lot of people say, right, they'll take out Rashi for Kane, this and that, but that's not his position though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We go by the position. I
Mm.
know Kane deserves a spot, the 30 goals. Why don't go two strikers, 4-4-2? You know what I mean? You can argue Kane's way
Mm.
into the team, but that's the way I'm playing it.
And
You know what
and and Rashi 30 goals, but his goals were winning games. Like
Thank
it's a
you.
different 30 goals than Harry Kane's 30 goals. You know what I mean? So
There you go.
can't
So
know
for me,
that's
he's the
well
only United player that can walk into any team in the Prem. So this
facts,
is why I give him his position in the team of the year, bro.
big facts.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree, man. That's our team of the year. Let us know in the comments what you think your team of the year should be.
Yep.
But we've got one last thing to discuss. Thank God this is the last episode of the season because we will not be here to review this game next week. It's the FA Cup final, the showpiece, the final game of the season. It's its rightful place, Saturday, 3 o'clock, bright sunny day under the arch at Wembley. It's the Manchester derby, Manchester United against Manchester City. We might as well just get straight to the predictions. What are you
2-1
predicting?
United. 2-1 United.
Ooh.
Come on. 2-1 United. KG1. KG1, bro. Might even go pens. Might even be a 1-1, bro. Casemiro, bro. He's gonna win it for us, bro. Head up. Can see it. So I'm
I
going
think
2-1.
if you like, you've seen me in the group chat say City are gonna win it. It's destiny. It's the treble. But their run of form recently, leading up to the cup final, has not been of a team that's playing well. Like you expect them to be still winning games. Stumbled over the line against Chelsea, drew with Brighton, lost to Brentford, going up against United team that won 4 in a row. Confidence is up. We slapped Chelsea.
Yeah, comfortable.
Confidence is there. The only reason I'm going for United win is because I'm a United fan. I'm not trying to let my head get into any sort of conversation with my heart in it.
The logic's gone out the window.
Yeah, the logic's gone out the window. I've got to go. It's cup final. I've got to go. I'm gonna go to. I don't think. It depends who starts up front.
Gotta go
The
to
way
that.
it is,
Just look
because
at that. The way it is, it's the final, Jay. Yeah, it's all about who wants it the most. It's not about a 38 game season. They're better than us. I keep it real, 100. They are better.
I'm just focused on
We're
the
not
game.
playing the league. Thank you. We're playing in
I'm
the
just
final.
focused on the game.
Jay. It's a one-off game, Jay.
It
is.
It looks like as long as Rashford starts up front,
problems for the defense. They don't like pace.
Anthony's fit because we've got problems. Anthony, we need Anthony. I can't believe I'm saying
Sancho, Rashford, Anthony,
Sancho,
Bruno, Ericsson, Casemiro. That is it.
Nah, that's gonna get overrun.
That is
Casemiro and Ericsson can't not play together. On my life, he needs to start Fred.
See,
energy in that midfield.
You're already thinking it's a Premier League game. It's not. It's a one-off game. Ericsson can give us however much he can give us and come off the pitch, mate. It's a final. So you give us everything, the whole lot, and the kitchen sink, bro. Yeah? And then you come off the pitch, and then Fred can come on. We're not starting a game on the back foot, and then when it's time to change the game now, it's too late. It's gone away from us. I'd rather we go final mentality, one-off game. You know what I'm saying? It's a final, Drake. We can score from a corner, bro. Why do you think I said a set piece? These things are important in finals, you know, Drake. You can just soak up their attack. Nod one in, bro. Seen it happen plenty of times, bro.
2-1 United.
You know what I mean, bro?
I ain't even picking goal scorers, but I just
Casemiro.
I need this trophy, bro.
Casemiro has proven to me, that he's actually fell in love with United. The reason why I said that, I've doubted my team plenty of times this season. I ain't gonna lie. It's a new manager, question marks, loads of time. When it matters, bro, Casemiro, Bournemouth, Casemiro, Chelsea, Trey. I'm telling you, he stepped up in the point in time where he shows me I'm a leader of this team. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull these guys over the finish line. Come with me.
We're either gonna win 2-1 or we're gonna get battered 4-0.
No. What? In the final?
Yeah.
No,
yep.
Never.
It's Man United. I don't trust these players. I just realized I don't. My head's talking to me now.
I hear you, my boy, my bro. But listen, bro, it's a final, Jay. You know what it is, yeah? We're judging it off the league, innit? And how far they are away from us. Jay, this is not 38 games, Jay. It's a one-off game.
No,
anyone could win.
I'm judging it off this team. I do not trust them, especially when this team goes behind in big games, bro. They just go missing.
All right, I'm gonna let me put things in context. You remember the Brighton game? Brighton was the form team in the Prem, innit? We got over the line, innit? Because You see these games. I know you're gonna be like, oh, this is Brighton though, but come on, Jay. Brighton was the form team of the Prem. After that, they went on to slap Arsenal, title challengers 3-0 at home. Think about what I'm saying, you know.
Let's
The
look at
week
it.
after, what's this? The week after we beaten Brighton, we couldn't even beat them in the league. A league game is different from a cup game, Jay. You see a cup game, yeah, Jay. Yeah, you don't have to be great. You don't have to be amazing. You don't have to be the better team. Just have the heart and the belief and the spirit, which I think my team definitely had. Definitely, bro. I'm all right. Watch, remember I'll be celebrating that Casemiro goal anyway. When it goes in and we get the win and we lift that cup. You know what I mean? Remember, remember I said I'm not just saying
I'm
this.
gonna just because we're on form, and I think
Nah,
these United players know to stop this team doing the treble.
thank you. How much motivation do you need? That's what I was gonna get to. But see the form, Jay. I wouldn't read into that too much, man.
I would.
The City players, they ain't playing though, bro. See if they were playing
Because
and they were losing. It's different.
they're not winning. That's the thing, though, and you have to up your levels. Some of these men ain't played since the Real Madrid game,
That's what I'm saying, Jay. They're not really playing like the players are not
but
really out
these
there.
United players are
Yeah.
playing. They've got winning fresh in their mind. Some of these
I
men,
think so.
they're
In
relaxed.
your opinion, it's better to keep that form
Yeah,
going.
you got to keep
In
momentum
my
is
opinion,
key.
it's
I
better to
think
get
especially
rested. I ain't
especially
gonna
in the
lie.
final because you have to go and up those levels again. United are already there.
Okay,
They're already there.
valid. But see, for me, I think these guys are pros. So you see, if the manager gets you that hard and say, all right, cool, you're gonna sit out the Brentford game. I want you firing all cylinders. I need you 100% against United in the cup final. For me, that's more dangerous than a man playing every week. Because when you play every week, you play with
Nah,
knocks and straight. It's
because when's the
very.
last time he scored?
I hear you, but see like what tennis did with Rashi. Rashi's been injured, but you see during the season, Drake, to get 2 weeks break is massive, you know, because the demands are so much here. Sometimes, bro, I'm telling you, just to get a week or two out the team, just to shrug off a couple knocks or whatever, so you're fit and firing, bro. It's important, bro. They call it rotation, but bro, I think that is the reason why Pep's been so successful because he's had that at his disposal, Drake. He's always had that. You know what I mean? Where you can call on Mahrez and he's ready. Cool. You know what I mean? He's always
Yeah.
had quality, bro, in his squad. So for me personally, I don't read into the form, man. It's all about the one-off game. Make sure my players got heart and fight spirit. I'm good, bro. In the cup final, I'm telling you, bro. Battle. It'll be 0-0, you know, Jay. 1-0. Bro, come on, man. I'm not going on, but look when Chelsea went to the final with City. Chelsea didn't do
That's
nothing.
true. Chelsea, City were favourites, isn't it?
They
Big
didn't do nothing.
favourites.
Thank you.
Big favourites for that.
Nick to go, and that was it. Done.
Yep.
Tell me one highlight of Chelsea after that. That's no point, Jay. It's
Hey,
all about getting the
hey.
result, bro.
Allegedly, Ten Hag said if we weren't gonna do a parade after the Carabao Cup, but he said if we win 2 cups, we should do a parade. I ain't gonna lie, mate. Let me not say this. I don't know who's watching from work, but if there's a parade, hey mate, might not be seeing me at work, mate. You know what I mean? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm gonna say that.
That's bad, though. That's
If the
bad, but
parade's on a Sunday, I might just have to take a
I hear
trip
you.
to Manny. You know what I mean?
Why not, man? Of course, it's
Yeah.
worth it.
You
It's
know what I
worth
mean?
it. 2
But
trophies. I agree.
yeah. But that wraps it up for another season of For the Love of the Game. Shout out to everyone that's watched throughout the season. Shout out to everyone that's taken part. Big up Skirvin, big up Wavy. Um, Next season we'll be back. We're gonna take a nice deserved break. Refresh our batteries. We'll be back next season with what we deliver the best, man. Expert football opinion.
Trust.
You know what I mean? You don't get this everywhere else. Unbiased
Yes.
expert opinion.
Down to raw, uncut.
Exactly.
Straight.
Exactly. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. If you want to listen to our wisdom, you can go back in the archives and check about the stuff that we said that has come to fruition now, especially what I said about Arsenal. It's all there. I said it all season. It's all there. It's in the
Oh,
archives.
oh.
Um, but yeah, Ronaldo, any final words before we depart for our
Yeah,
summer break?
man. Just bless up, love for the support, man. Don't know. Keep supporting us, man. We do it for the fans. You get me? For the love of the game.
Yeah,
Don't know, man.
always. We'll
Bless.
be back again. The season starts in 74 days' time, so we're gonna be back week before the start of the season, bro. All the
Yeah, man.
previews.
But
You
just
know
keep
how it
stay
goes.
true, man. You never know we might pop up here and there. You know how the transfer. You never
Hey,
know.
you know we might come up with a random episode,
Yeah,
especially if the Qataris take over and that. You might see
boy.
some Qatar and that. Just
Get me, but yeah, man.
I mean,
Love the support, man. Sticking with us,
always,
rats.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
always.
In a hell of a
As we
ride, man.
say, we do this for the
Love,
love of the
love,
game, man. For Ronaldo, myself, Dre, we're out. Peace.
love, love, man. Blessings. Stay safe.